What is good? My camera's all messed up. Anyways, how is going on? How is going on? Are we like 2 minutes into the stream? I don't care. I fucking hate this new chat thing. So fucking stupid. Should be an option. Should be an option. You like the Zelda shirt? Hell yeah, brother. An hour early? No, about 7 minutes late. I like to make an entrance. See, like, it's like some of the profile pictures I recognize a little bit, and then I gotta go up there, I gotta click on your mind, dangerous find. What's up, brother? Drip, what up? Slayer, what up? It says at Slayer -X6G. At T-Man, what's up, T? Son of Sons, what's up, brother? J Hood, Jerry, it says J Hood 00729 _ Jerry Messner. What's up, buddy? You guys think what's up? Got a shout out on the rickshaw friends. What the fuck? Oh, he said to Rick. Oh, what the fuck? I'm over here. I literally just Googled. I said, is rickshaw a derogatory term for trans? I'm not even shitting you. I'm just like, did I just get baited into saying something fucking stupid? Holy shit, my bad. Hell yeah, brother. If I'm drinking a good monster, I needed it. I needed it. If it wasn't for that, there's no reason I'm going live today. I'm on copious amounts of medication right now in preparation for next week's procedure. And it just brings me down, brother. Makes me feel like I got like a buildup of lactic acid that I need to dump, but I can't dump it. Rick watched a vertical clip of Nixon and was wondering how you knew her enemies are. I don't watch vertical clips. I mean, I try not to. It's, you know, really hard to judge that. I mean, you don't understand what kind of fucking tricks your mind plays when you only have a third of the screen. Like if you turn it into like a 6 or a 9:16, completely different. Well, yeah, I mean, it's not only that, it's just like people's aim inherently looks snappier. It looks quicker to acquire targets and shit like that. They look faster. It's like one of those optical things like, remember back on Warzone came out back in 2019, people were like, oh, the PC players are moving so much faster. And it's like, no, PC players have an FOV slider, which makes them look like they're moving faster because you see a lot more and it's moving at a greater speed. Or, anyways. You can replicate that by playing on a small FOV. You talking about? You talking about the oopsie? You're crazy how many COD cheaters are going on Battlefield? Well, I mean, it's like, that's the thing. Like everybody wants to talk about like this community versus that community cheaters, and it's like I don't think people truly understand the industry of cheats and how a lot of people get their from like an aggregate provider that has cheats for this game, that game, this game with several devs that they just kind of like, there's a sales wing of like EO, artificial aiming, things that they're not really the ones deving their own shares. And they're like the middleman, if you will. The middleman between the middleman. Because then you got resellers and things of that nature. But I don't think people understand that, yeah, we're literally about to say that. You got caught with a fucking Ring 1 sub, yeah. That's a COD cheat. But people don't understand like the cheater, like if, for instance, like the say the PC cheater player base is 10% of all players that play PC are cheating or using like actual aimbot, wall hacks, whatever, unfair advantages. That'd be representative of how many players are playing the game. Like, so Battlefield's at what, like, what they say, like, I don't know how many million, right? Let's just say 8 million. That means that they're gonna have around 800,000 people cheating on the game. God's got an active player base of 500,000. You know, you do the math. I went to public school. It's not really representative of one game having more cheaters than others. Although I think that number probably fluctuates because you get on a game like Rust, and it feels like more than 50% of the players are actually cheating. Ricochet anti-working anti-cheat. Yeah, but they are doing some stuff. They're like hypervision's down. I was getting blown up today about people that use it saying they got banned. I've been seeing people actually get live banned on COD. Lately, Ricochet must have gotten off the shitter. I mean, it's the Battlefield effect. I mean, they've got to start producing for the people that are making the complaints, you know, to get them back on COD. They have to. It just fucking sucks that if there is no motivating force, like another game eating their fucking lunch, they're not going to do anything about it. A week later, Zeebs get his yeah, right? Well, I don't think they ever got their DMA off the ground. I could be wrong, but he just bought some cat ears. Yo, I put them in the fucking thumbnail. I literally told Pexels, I was like, I literally, where is it? Wait, did I not? There it is. I literally told Pexels, I was like, add cat-like ears to the top of the headset in the back. They're shitty cat ears, but they work. What's up, Paranormal? Cat ears, like nipple covers. I'm not fucking wasting any more money. I'm on that tight budget right now, boys. YouTube decided that 75% of our income should evaporate into absolute nothingness. Some cocksucker who's never felt the love of a parent decided to do several $100s worth of chargebacks because YouTube doesn't protect their creators at all. So they got 540, depending on their payment, but at a minimum 120 days up to 540 days just to be like, you know what, he said something I don't like, I want all my money back. So we're dealing with some shit, and then we also, every extra dime that we make is going towards the co-pays that we have on the procedures that we got going forward so that we don't die and I can keep making content a lot more than I have lately, because when I wake up in the morning and feel like I'm gonna puke for the first 6 hours of the day, kind of keeps you from generating the type of production level that you want. But good news is we're going to get there eventually. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Explain this to me. We're playing TD Makata for 30 kills and it's 20. All of a sudden, I can't get another kill. It's called an algorithm, Slayer. Get used to it. It's like in the casino when you win a little bit of money, then you lose a lot, and then you almost get it all back. And as soon as you start progressively betting up to the, you know, like the table max, then it's like, bam, fuck you, blackjack, bam, fuck you, blackjack. Oh, you should split those. Bam, fuck you, 21. Yeah, I gambled at a lot of Indian casinos. I like the reservation casinos. Boy, they ain't bound by the same rules as everybody else. I remember one time we were gambling at the Honda up in Arizona, and they were like, I was like 45 minutes to the table closed, and we were up like, I don't know, 1,200. which is considerable amount when, you know, you're betting like, you know, I think I bought it in for 150 bucks. They came over like 45 minutes later. We lost like 3 hands. They're like, all right, game's over. There we go. All right, get them out of here. They're called native, not Indian. I don't know. Oops. What is it? Oopsie. Remember growing up where they're like, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me? Welcome to 2025, where it's like sticks and stones are meant to be used in protests funded by George Soros, and words, ow! Words, ow! Anyways. All right. So, we're going to pause the music. Nobody wants to hear this shit. Nobody wants to hear this shit. Anyways. Bring something to our attention. We'll start with... Not a big rap fan, at least not the last several 10, 15 years, you know. So, I've heard a little Yachty. Never listened to his fucking music. You know, sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can hospitalize me. I know, right? Dangerous words. Played one match of domination on Battlefield, deleted it off PS5. Holy shit, that quick, huh? I played, raged out, looked up some settings, got some decent keyboard and mouse settings. I mean, like, I don't really enjoy playing on a control. Like, COD is what I play. If I want to pick up the controller, I play COD. I'd rather play keyboard and mouse than everything else. Pixie Witty. Anyways, this fucking rapper, I guess, right? Yachty goes on a streamer, the Playboy Max chat, and is flexing how much money he spent on luxury items. And one of those luxury items happens to be a $99 purchase, as you can see. We'll watch you to Ring One, which is a cheat provider. Now, if you look up on Twitch, Lil Yeti, this is the fella right here. Says he streams. He hasn't streamed forever. Even Twitch VOD, he hasn't streamed in forever, but maybe he's on Kick or something. I don't know, regardless. But if you go to his About Me, he's a Call of Duty player. Yachty streams, Call of Duty Vanguard, whatever. Cool. You right?
Actually, yeah, can I send that?
This nigga think I'm lying. I'm gonna show you a couple different checks. This one card is one.
Actually, yeah, can I send that?
This nigga think I'm lying. I'm gonna show you a couple different checks. This one card is one card. That's one card.
Orange.
You see that, right? Ring One, $99.99. All right. Give me a minute. I gotta log in to something over here. Little link. Motherfucker. All right, boom. Well, this is Ziebler, former owner, exit scammer lay. Oh, hell no. So this is like a cheat forum, basically, with buy, sell, trade. You know, they have their own currency, whatever. Ziebler, exit scammer, the former owner and operator, sole developer of Phantom Overlay. Ring One is awful. You'd only use them if you had no other option. There's many other options that comes to COD. It'd be foolish to use reasonable Ring One. Put it on a Ring One thread. This is probably a reseller of Ring One, but Ring One would be the software. Give me a minute. Probably use. Ah, I got him, bitch. All right, cool. Probably using this. This is where it came from, I would imagine. Not the reseller. You could, not cheat. Oh, yeah, that's right. Ziebler's a cat enthusiast. What? Plot twist? Ziebler is Riley? Oh, it makes so much fucking sense now. Lil Yachty aimbot in his freestyles gets fucked. Jake's wildin'. All right, visit our shop. Ooh, what games have you been playing recently? Because EFT's a $99. Hmm. Wonder what he bought for 99. Marvel Rivals? You think he bought some motherfucking, it's 39. EFT? You know what? He may not have bought it. He may have bought it from just a reseller. He might have done some cheap shit like this. He might have just been like, I think that would work. I bet he just Googled this shit. Oh, his algorithm's probably different than mine. Oh, look, there I am. That's a handsome looking feller. Bet he got 3 months sub with the discount. Yo, you think they gave him a discount for being a rapper?
Nah, hell nah.
This nigga think I'm lying.
Wait, so wait, what was you? Actually, could I send that?
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, but I mean, like, we'll get to the whole crosshair thing, which, full disclosure, I don't find that to be cheating at all. I just think you really can't, like, even if you want to label that cheating, here's, fuck, I'm on top chat. If I missed your chat, I'm sorry. Here's the thing about the crosshair thing. Like, how are you gonna police that? Like, Steam sells literally a program that can be run that has a crosshair overlay. My monitor, every monitor I've had the last like 8 years has had a built-in like this. Got a gaming tech. You can't see it because it's external, but it's like on the monitor software. I don't think it pops up. But anyways, yeah. Hold on. Where are we at here? Okay. Yeah, aim point. You can turn a crosshair on it. They're kind of shitty, if you ask me. They're not as good as the one I had on my my other Gigabyte monitor. This is an Acer monitor, but you get the point. And then you got this shit right here. Just overlays on anything. Which, I mean, how are you going to police that? Because I could easily just take, a marker and be like, put a little piece of tape. The people used to do that and shit back in the day. I mean, cheating? I don't know. I mean, most games you can have a built-in crosshair that you can customize and make static. I mean, I don't really think that would really give you that big of an advantage. If it is, I think it's more placebo than anything. I mean, but again, not really sure that has anything to do with them flicking through a rock on the perfect plane with somebody. So Cargo, what up? Yeah, tape on the screen, a little bit of pencil work. Is there a crosshair like that on the monitor in multi? What do you mean by that? You mean like it? I mean, I'll give you an example. Battlefield's got a setting that if you're a mouse and keyboard player, you have to disable it. And it's like to keep your, the reticle from moving around like real life motion or whatever. That shit sucks. You won't be able to I couldn't hit the broadside of a barn until I turned that shit off, which basically, and COD's got the same thing. It makes your crosshair static. Yeah, most monitors have a crosshair. What do you mean cap? What's cap? Sensitive to minimap and minimap detection? What the fuck is that? What is minimap detection? I gotta take this atrocious thing off here. Yeah, this is not a good crosshair, but it's got a crosshair. You can actually see the crosshair cloud. What's the center of your screen? Like I don't really think it's cheating to know where the center of your screen are. Like you can, like I said before, you can't really police that. You can't. Like there's literally no way that you can police somebody having they could be like, with a fucking dry eraser and put it right on their screen. How are you going to check that? Like, show your screen right now. Okay. Gone, Makes your mini map bigger? What, is there a fucking TV that does that? A Samsung that does that? I might be getting a Samsung, y'all. Samsung S90D. You nailed it. Yes. All right, hold on. Well, goddamn. That's cool as shit. No, I don't think because it's not like you're getting any more information on the minimap by zooming it in. You're just making it easier for your fucking old ass eyes, especially on a 55-inch TV or some shit. Like you gotta crane your neck to look at it if you're playing anywhere near close to it. If a tournament says no custom crosshairs, then yes, it's cheating. I don't really know of a tournament that would do that. I don't know why they would do that, but I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things, in my opinion. Like, if you think that's cheating, then you probably think two boxing is cheating and shit like that too. Which, if you think two box is cheating, let me ask you. There's two things I have to ask you. What do I have in those lobbies, or what does the person that's using the two box in that lobby? What do they have that other people in there don't possess? And there's an answer for that question, and it's like skill and talent, and time in and things of that nature, repetition, practice. But those aren't unfair. That's not an unfair advantage. It's just an advantage. I could get the same results by finding, there's other YouTubers that do this. Find, 2 or 3 of my viewers that are beyond horrible. And it is what it is, and use them to get in easy lobbies. Does that mean that I'm cheating? No, it's just that the fact that there's a manipulative system that's, bending us over a barrel like we're playing a fucking slot machine. And people, myself included, use video games as an outlet for entertainment. We're not out here comparing our wiener sizes like, you're better than me in a video game. What? Nobody cares. You want to measure dicks? I got a fucking Discord channel for that. We're trying to have fun. We're trying to enjoy ourselves on the video game. Cool, you're getting a video game. Go play professionally or shut the fuck up, dude. Covers, crosshairs are white. I mean, you could customize like Splitgate. That's one thing I liked about Splitgate is you could customize the crosshairs. You don't measure dicks, you play for money. I don't know. Fucking chow me on CMG. I bet my dick's bigger. Yo, let's go, Grub. Come enjoy our normal lobbies. What are normal?
Come enjoy our normal lobbies. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
Yeah, my normal lobbies we invited the Ghost to 8 to come enjoy our normal lobbies the other day, and he lasted all of like 3 or 4 games before he was like, yo, you guys, these lobbies suck. Modern had a red flag over there, been on the I'm cheating. Okay, $2 is whack, maybe not cheating, but whack for sure. Yeah, but you say that until you got to play in one of my normal lobbies. Where nobody could tell that we're not playing for SR. Yes, you also find in these lobbies, I don't know, people that got streamer mode plus, people doing the exact same thing. Yeah, okay, exactly. Yeah, people doing the exact same thing. I mean, Nuggets slammed Grumpy and hopping it. No, okay. Hold on, rewind the tape. Hold on, okay, I know I just said this was fun, but I don't have fun when people are lying on my name here. All right? Listen, okay, I joined in halfway through, and I closed the gap. It's not my fault Grumpy went damn near double negative because he bit off more than he could chew until I joined in to help him close the gap. I went positive. With no warm-up, nonetheless. No warm-up. Dookie, I think that the bots are trained, or like there's like there's a patent for like skill-based when it pertains to NPCs, so you may be you may be getting better is what I'm trying to say. So therefore the bots are gonna shoot a little bit straighter, be a little bit more aware. I mean, they may have turned them up, who knows? Maybe people said they're fucking brain dead. You should see my SF6 game. What is SF6? You mean Battlefield 6? I literally play a top 100. Everybody's usually give party leader the lowest skill player. But I don't know if that helps that much anymore. It used to. I'm not sure if it helps that much anymore, to be quite honest with you. Because, like, I know ranked, for instance, like, when I play with Brawlist and say I'm in fucking gold or whatever, start of the season or whatever, and he's already in fucking crimson because he has absolutely no life. But we're playing other crimson fucking players, top 250 players, iridescent players. It's I'm pretty sure ranks off the top play. Pubs may be. Pubs used to average out everybody's lobby, KD. I think it's weighted towards a higher skilled player. I mean, they have a vetted interest in stopping you from breaking the matchmaking. You know what I mean? The worst thing that they could have happen is you cause somebody to quit the game. It is what it is. I mean, because at the end of the day, they've always got an opportunity to make money off of you by proxy or directly, by using you as cannon fodder to people who are spending money or keeping you on the game long enough to, get a couple bucks out of your pocket. But the moment you leave the game, that ends the opportunity for them to get any money from you. I mean, I get frustrated when I feel like I'm being, sometimes you can chat, you watch this where I'll dump a fucking clip into somebody like, yo, what the fuck? They turn around and they're like, and crouch, and they turn around and they're like, ha, flat, and they put like 3 shots into you or into your knee and you're dead. And it's like, you're fully plated. It's like, yo, okay. I know the COD Chills all told us that those patents for skill-based, like damage and, incentivizing cooperation, all the patents they got, they're not being used in Call of Duty, one of their most profitable IPs, but it sure feels like they are. It's a goth clip. It's wild as fuck. What's the goth clip? Joys of playing a game. I will be honest with you, though. Multiplayer feels a lot faster here the last couple of days. Like, Warzone, not so much, but I did see there was a clip of people doing, like, they think it's like hackers giving them double time the speed or whatever. Like, so much so that they would dump an entire mag, they'd turn, run away, and then, like, the audio of the gunshots was still, like, playing. I don't know what that was. That could be, like, all server-sided, something they fucked up in the update. I don't know. I haven't really talked to anybody other than people that are just as knowledgeable as me about it, but I will say that multiplayer seemed a little bit faster, a little smoother, if you will. Well, I mean, I know they're better, but my thing is, Jacob, they felt smoother. Was it on the Rick's last vid? Are you talking about Nixta? You said goth. What's a goth? It's Battlefield. There's a Nixta playing Battlefield. What are you talking about? What? Fucking cooked your chat? The fuck? What? I want to just for my own benefit here. Just for my own benefit. I guess I could have clicked that. All right. There's 3 on there. Watch it. 3 cheaters on that. But fast forward to goth. I will. I got some other things I wanted to talk about first here, Circa, but I'll definitely get around to that, brother. First off, I want to point out that this fella on Twitter, Enders, who I've heard of before, but I've never had any fucking interaction with at all. Responded to me. And I gotta fucking find it. On one comment, but not a tweet that I tagged him asking him for some clarification. And when you guys see it, you're gonna wonder to yourself, like, well, you're probably not gonna wonder. You're probably gonna know the answer right off rip. Like, I wouldn't say anything to your ass either. In fact, most of you motherfuckers are smart enough to know you'd probably need to block me after this. But apparently this motherfucker is not about that. I want to say it was on 10 IQs. I should have fucking bookmarked it. Here it is. It was. Okay, so he says, turns out Anders FPS, the biggest defender of Riley CS, was also mocking all the people who also accused Nadia of cheating in Warzone. Does bro know she was game banned and in fact was a cheater? Or maybe is. I fucking don't know. Who cares? Or does he just defend cheaters all the time? Right? And this is a screenshot Andrew's supposedly defending Nadia or whatever, right? And one thing that I've noticed is everybody defending this Riley person is on Team EXE, right? They're all part of Team EXE. And I just want somebody that I find credible. Somebody that I find credible that has no association with this person, Riley, that could look at it objectively. Because everybody that I follow that isn't on Team EXE is like, yeah, this is definitely cheating. And I mean, like, some of the shit doesn't really look like it, but some of the shit looks like like they're toggling. Like, from experience standpoint, I'm more than 50% sure, in my opinion. Which, hey, if you don't share my opinion, fuck cry about it. But everybody that I've followed pretty much thinks that they're called that out as cheating. Echo is part of it. Well, here's the thing. I was like, isn't Riley and Enders both on Team EXE? And even if I thought Riley cheated, I'd say it. Not biased. I'm not biased. You're full of shit. What are these? There's Fires playing with Focus, a filthy cheater that got banned several times in Battlefield 4 for being a filthy cheater. You also defend Nadia, who was yet another filthy cheater. Your word is less than worthless. Wow. Crazy. I've never even heard of this Focus guy, but apparently this person here is accusing them of playing with this. I don't know if they play with somebody named Focus, who's been banned several times in Battlefield 4. And yeah, Nadia did get game banned. If that was a troll, it would have came out that she didn't get game banned. She pretty much just swept it under the rug, deleted the VODs, was gone with it. Just nobody talks about it. If you go bring it up in your stream, I'm pretty sure you'll get banned. It is what it is, you know. I don't suggest you ask her unless you want to get banned, but most of you probably already are. I know you I know how you are. But anyways, he responded to me here. Yep. I also kicked out a member, or helped kick out a member EXE for cheating. I mean, listen, here's my thing. If EXE did a better job of vetting cheaters, or vetting the people they signed, they wouldn't sign so many fucking cheaters. That's just what I feel. I mean, like, and I get it. There's this whole AIM community thing. Like, all right, sure. There's a community that prides themselves on being able to, you know, flick from target to target to target, but I get it. It's for clips. I get it. You're baiting clips. But why are we so shocked when people come back and go, oh, that's probably cheating? Is literally rage baiting with accusing themselves of giving out cheats? I don't know. There's some shit they said to me like 2 years ago that was completely and entirely threatening and wild. And I forget exactly what it was, but I remember it was like, all right, I'm going to block these people. And I don't block people hardly at all. If I have you blocked, it's because you blocked me and then tried to comment on my shit without allowing me to like comment back or whatever. Like, that shit's pussy shit. I don't know. I don't agree with that. I don't think you should be able to block somebody and then comment on their shit. I think that's fucking stupid. So I'll block people to stop that from happening. And actually, that might have been what they did. I'm not sure. But regardless, it is what it is, you know. Some gaming orgs they have respect for people like me, and they'll be candid with me behind the scenes. Some of them are total douchebags. But anyways, he replied to me here. But I have not a clue why he couldn't reply to this one. I tagged him directly. And the video we're about to watch that I want to react to, his video of him apparently giving an unbiased breakdown of cheating, of whether this person's cheating or not. I said, hey, Enders, if you got a blackmail email folder, you're either a Bond villain or a complete idiot. After seeing your defense of Riley, which you guys are about to see, I'm going to say maybe a bit of both. And if you look here, they've got an email folder on a portable drive here in their Windows Explorer that says blackmail email. So we got sub badges, which are probably the folder of artwork for your sub badges and emotes and things of that nature. You got, the portable drive looks like maybe even a mobile streaming drive. Or mobile creation drive or whatever. Blackmail email folder, totally normal shit to have on your PC. Facts. He's got 2025 probably business receipts and things. At the bottom, next to the business receipts folder, is the blackmail email. I don't know, man. Oh, that's a little wicked. I'd at least be like, yo, you're an idiot. That's a troll. Yes, let's
Blackmail
go.
folder. Is this similar to Vorsh's lolly and horse PRN folder? Rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe that is the folder that he hides this fucking porn in. Maybe he's into catgirl porn, and that's why he's defending Riley. I don't know. Maybe it truly is just a team thing. Maybe it truly is just a team thing. But I just found that weird of why you couldn't reply to that, but you replied to the other post. I mean, all right. W, brother. Liquid Mendo. Hi, actual. Okay, yeah. So there was somebody that claims to be a former cheat dev come out and claimed that they were making a video about this person and how they're cheating. I must not have bookmarked. I need to start bookmarking everything. I have a reference point. There it is. Enclave Emily. Hi, former cheat dev here. Riley is cheating and using a mouse sim aimbot. Their FOV setting is somewhere around 2 to 4, minimal to no art sales reduction, probably an external. Have a nice day. Now, this person did a video defending them. Very involved, coke-filled video. But let's watch Andrews here real quick. Appreciate the support there, Ghost. Well, I build profiles on people and shit like that when I'm project files. You know what I mean? Project files or whatever. But you know, I have videos like on my streaming PC. It's like this may be useful in the future, like the Wagnificent getting banned and Nadia getting banned and Joe going, how many big streamers do you think cheating? And he goes, 0, less than 0. Obviously, you know, we're going to use the fuck out of that clip. Is it redacted? Very redacted. But I don't put like a blackmail folder together. You know? I'm not going to blackmail people. I'm either going to expose you or I'm not. You know, like, I'm not worth the amount of money it would cost somebody to get me to not expose them if they were on some fuck shit. Let's just put it that way. You can't afford me. Anyways, all right, before we get into this, guys, I have to remind you, because you're all like-minded stoners, hopefully, or maybe even hate watchers. If you hate watchers, there's a dislike button. You can hit that. Doesn't really affect me. As you can see, I've disliked this video. That means to YouTube, hey, show him less of this person's videos like this, and other content creators in this genre. Which, please, after you watch this, you're going to wish that you saw less as well. But hey, if you're enjoying it, you appreciate what I do for the community, hit the like button. Free. I appreciate it. Makes you feel good. They've told me that. I don't know. I don't like videos. Unless they're my own. I like all my own videos. I have to. For the low price of a Rally's burger and a half, you can sway Papa's opinion. All right? Oh, what the fuck are we doing here? All right.
Over Asmongold made a video. Tectone replied to it. It had a quote retweet that hit 150,000 likes. People are just screaming over the hills and the mountains saying this is cheating, cheating, cheating. And of course, people want to know my opinion.
Maybe
I've been
because
asked countless times already what I think about this because...
Well, okay. 9 times out of 10, when you have to tell people have asked for my opinion, or people keep asking me. No, they haven't. Literally nobody's asked you. Most people are going to see Team EXE in your name and be like, opinion invalidated. So, I'm just saying, public perception is you're trying to defend somebody on your team. gotcha. But you being the authoritative figure in this is not going to work. Okay? You literally are incapable of delivering an unbiased take on the situation. You can't do it. You can't do it. I'll give you an example, not to get deep on anything. Yo, Sleash, what's up, brother? Not sure yet. I'm leaning towards yes, Sleash. I'm not going to lie.
Brother, I missed a conclusion about the transvestite.
I'm open to more
So in
evidence,
your
but there's some
personal
stuff that
opinion,
other
was
people
he
have
cheating or
compiled, and
not?
I'm just going to allow them to educate us. Trying to keep an open mind about it. Okay? I'm open to have my mind changed. Okay? Battlefield players, the Battlefield community, we all know they're like infinitely rage baitable and not the brightest. Let's be honest with you. There are probably a couple that are out there that are like fucking sharp cookies, but you know, like they've failed at changing my mind on a lot of things. But got to be open to these things. You never change. You'll never learn. But anyway, Slash, I appreciate the 20, man. We'll get there eventually, brother. I promise you that. But back to what I was saying about an opinion invalidated. Here's for me. Some people may have no clue what I'm talking about, but some people, yeah, they will. There are things that other creators, and I'm just going to name drop here, Bad Boy Beeman, have done that are very questionable. I mean, aside from taking the picture in the bathing suit with the blonde wig on the motorcycle, yeah, like, he's done some questionable things with his channel. Nothing that I feel like that he should be lambasted for or whatever. And anything he should be canceled for, anything super duper serious, you know what I mean? But if it was, I would definitely be first in line because I'd feel like that was a knife in the back because a lot of people don't know. Bad Boy Beeman, his brother as well, have taken time out of their day, countless hours to teach me about search engine search engine optimization, the YouTube algorithm and how it changes from time to time and what they're prioritizing, thumbnail, design, philosophy, the rule of thirds, boggy colors, the whole nine, right? Stuff that you pay people money for, and they did it because, well, behind the scenes, they're actually decent people. They're nice. So when it comes to something as gray as the guy unlisting videos and being like, I don't know what happened because, he really wanted to either sell his channel or change his content, which is what he ended up deciding on. I'm not going to be the guy that's like, I'm the authority on this. You know what I mean? Even if it is coming to defend him, I'm just going to be like, let somebody else figure it out. I'm not going to be an unbiased take on it because I don't think it's that serious. A lot of other people do. A lot of other people go, yeah, how can you trust the guy? He lied about unlisting his videos. Well, I don't think it's that serious. Maybe I would have if I'm on the outside looking in, but I'm not. This is somebody that's helped me out a great deal. So why would you claim to be the authoritative figure on somebody on your own gaming team or your own organization? That's fucking stupid. Matt says, of course he was cheating. Amazing aim. She! For the last time! You fucking she! You're not going to deal with this.
I'm a Battlefield YouTuber, and particularly a sweaty Battlefield YouTuber. So in today's video, we're going to be going over all of these clips.
It's no, not a feline. It's a he-line.
And because I actually know the person in this video, I have the raw files. So we're not going to be going off of Twitter quality. I have the raw files. I asked this person, Riley, questions directly to explain some of the situations in these clips.
I'm sorry, I'm going to keep pausing it because, usually I only pause it when I hear bullshit. But there's going to be a lot of pausing in this video because I hear quite a bit of bullshit. What the fuck are the raw files? What raw files do you have that would give you any evidence that the rest of us don't have? What? Here's another thing. Let me start this out explaining to you guys why I'm not convinced this person isn't cheating. Okay? Has anybody checked their PC? Has anybody checked their PC for DMA? Has anybody got any history on or done any checks on their Steam accounts, see if they're linked in any way to any other Steam accounts, maybe Steam accounts that have been banned on other games and things of the nature. But why are we not talking about the fact that well, Twitch bans for 24 hours if you get caught cheating in an online video game because they're fucking retarded. But has anybody seen the fact that they appealed their ban, that the Catgirl appealed the ban and the ban was manually reviewed and they're like, no? So let me ask you a question. If it was manually reviewed and the ban appeal was denied, were they really hate rated? Or hate mass reported? Is that why they're banned? No. If it was manually reviewed and the ban stuck, it was for cheating in an online video game. Am I missing something here? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Theme. I mean, like, here's my thing, brother. Like, there's people out there that if it push come to shove, I would defend. So you know what I do? I say, fuck it, y'all fight it out. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit you guys like what I have to say is not unbiased. What I got to say is fucking biased about certain people. Like I was saying, I'm not on a gaming org or anything like that, but if it was somebody in my realm, my niche, you know, somebody that's done nothing wrong to me, I'd probably be a little biased in their defense. Therefore, I'm going to reserve judgment. This, however, I don't have a fucking dog in the fight here. This is just the fucking trending topic of the week. Honestly. If this shit wasn't going on, if there wasn't something so trending like this, I'd be fucking asleep right now. I'm not going to lie to you. Not going to lie to you. I'd be sleeping until Tuesday when my procedure was. I'd get it done and I'd sleep for another fucking week and then I'd fucking slowly come back to fucking reality. But, you know, strike while the iron's hot, right?
Clips, and I'm going to be giving my thoughts on the clips themselves. Now, there are a lot of clarifications that have to be made before we get into this. Some people are going to be quick to point out that Riley is in the same content group or AIM community or whatever you want to call it that I'm in. You can see in the bio here, this is Team EXE. I am a part of This is Team EXE.
Gaming.
Some people are going to be quick to say, well, Enders, don't you have an incentive to defend Riley, right? Don't you want to defend your teammate?
You do.
I have absolutely zero incentive to defend them. And
bullshit. You know why? Because if you don't defend, say you were like, I actually think this person's cheating, and you were vocal about it, how long do you think you'd be in Team EXE? How friendly do you think the team members at EXE is going to be towards you? Again, you're unable to be impartial.
And actually, I would argue the opposite. I have incentive to get to the bottom of whether or not they're cheating. Okay. So if they are cheating and leadership somehow refuses to remove them, I can remove myself from the situation. So I have absolutely zero interest in being biased towards Riley. We really don't interact. For the purpose of this video, I contacted them to actually get the raw files like I mentioned previously. So we're going to be dealing with raw footage just to show, you know, the more high quality situation of what's going on.
Okay, so let me explain this to you. He's got raw footage, which he's going to talk about, but that raw footage is going to be in the exact same quality due to the compression, and you're going to see the same fucking artifacting that they're going to probably claim is the reason you can't see the people as the footage that you're watching on Twitch. So, essentially, at the end of the day, he's lining up for the trust me, bro defense. All right. I'll allow it for now.
But I just wanted to make that very crystal clear. This is not going to be some sort of like biased Team EXE inside job video where I just defend everything Riley is doing. We're going to take an objective look at it, and I'm going to explain why these clips, in my opinion, are just simply not cheated. So first of all, what you need to understand when you watch one of these AIM montages that Riley posts is that this is their entire prerogative, right? They are playing for clip farming purposes. That is their place.
Oh, that was the number one excuse right there. Like, you guys don't see all the times they miss and all the times they just get shit on over and over and over and over and over again. You dumb motherfuckers. Those clips were taken from the first 24 hours the game was out. of which they didn't play 24 straight hours. You're full of shit. You're telling me we got that many sus clips in 24 hours? And for some reason, they're not cheating and you're bad if you think you're cheating. Well, how the fuck come I haven't seen a myriad of other compilations of clips and montages and shit like that that look just like that? Because I've seen people that are defending them trying to replicate it and the shit don't look the same. All right, moving on.
And they have done this in a multitude of different games. You can see the pinned tweet is Modern Warfare 3. Then we have the Battlefield 6 hand cam clips. Then we have the clip that went viral.
So just to clarify, they got banned after or during the hand cam clip. So it was almost like people, or at least the people who reported them were like, "We'll wait, we'll see, we'll give them the benefit of the doubt." Then they saw the hand cam and people were like, "This shit don't line up." Report, right? Mass reported, right? For whatever reason, whether it was fucking, triggered because of, whatever reason. We're not going to get into that. At the end of the day, a Twitch personnel looked at this and said, okay, they're massively viral for a montage where they look like they're cheating. They do a hand cam to prove to people they're not cheating. It still looks like they're cheating because something doesn't match up. Your ban appeal is denied. And some reason, these same people that want me to believe that they're a feline creature of a different sex than they were, or gender, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, they were actually born with before they got into content creation, was not banned for cheating in an online video. What, am I missing something here? Did they put something in my weed?
At the Roasted Show became a member.
Yo, welcome to the fucking Alpha Squad, Roasted. That purple bitch looks nice on you. Oh, purple pointy bitch there. Nice. Appreciate the support, brother. Joe Iceman Isaac getting killed like watching the kill killer. Instantly call the contact to get him banned. 100%. 100%. And if Battlefield gives that a privilege to some of their bigger streamers, they'd have done the same fucking thing to this person. Unless they were, on Team EXE and they'd be like, oh, I got aimbotted. What the fuck? Oh, wait, never mind. That's just Riley. Yo, is it me or does Enders look like they? Oh my God, I can't say that. I'll get fucking canceled for saying that shit. I'm just saying, look at the shirt. You know what I mean? He's definitely the guy that's out in public that just randomly interjects into a conversation they hear between you and your homie. Like, excuse me, did you just misgender that person? Yeah, the fuck you gonna do about it? And they sit there and give you a lecture, like coming from a point of hierarchy. Like, actually, I can see you're not as educated as me, so allow me to elaborate. I saw a comment on Twitter. It said like, Enders looks like the guy that all of a sudden around his gay friends becomes a metro. I don't even know if some of the younger people in here would know what a metrosexual was. It was like a fad back in the, I don't know, like the early 2000s. Explore your feminine side, man. I just act this way to get chicks, bro. What's up, David? Yeah, it was just Metro? Yo, never. Nah. There were kids like that back in my day, like several, not as much as they were in some parts of the United States because I lived kind of in the Midwest, But they were dressing like, what are the pants called? They're like not pants, but they're not shorts. You know what I'm talking about, like the fucking short, like the jeans, but they were wearing shit like that and fuck crop tops and shit. And I was wearing fucking, Jinko. I was going to say Jinko Caprice. That's what it was. Fuck yeah. Wow, dude. You know what the name of that was? Holy brother. Jacob, what do you want to tell us something, bro? Anyways, no, but I was wearing UFOs and Jinkos and fucking had a red fitted turned around backwards. You know what I'm saying? I did it all for the nookie. Hey, you guys want to play some hacky sack? You guys want to get stoned and play some hacky sack? Anyways. Yeah. Totally didn't waste part of my youth. Totally. Can I borrow some hair glue? It's an expert. Get the fuck to it. All right. Done with the nostalgia trip. Back to the video.
Viral, also in Battlefield 6. And just a couple more scrolls, you can see this is Modern Warfare 3. This is Battlefield 5. This is Battlefield 2042. And actually, I have personal experience playing against Riley in Battlefield 2042.
Yo, what's up,
I can
Coffin?
absolutely guarantee you,
Hell yeah, bro.
their playstyle is
Let's
purely
get it.
catered to getting clips. They are not careful at all. They likely spend, for every 2-minute video they put up, they probably play the game for 10, 20 hours or something like that. So
Okay, so hold on, wait. 10, 20 hours, right? Okay, hold on, wait. Back a second. Let's just go here. Let's go here. So you're telling me 10, 20 hours? How many hours did they stream that day? Let's do the math, because the math ain't mathing. I had leftover money from memberships. Hell yeah, brother. Appreciate that, man. Hell yeah. Chilling. This question. Wait, when? So, what day are we talking in? Get the fuck out of it. I clicked the wrong button. Anyways, whatever. It was RuneScape, Final Days. It's real. This is 7, right? 2 hours. 2 hours. So you're telling me 4 hours. The math ain't mathing, man. They should have had a 30-second clip, right? What are you talking about? They played not even 5 full hours. What are we talking about here? Where's the original clip at? I think that's karma served nicely. Had to use the hand cam to prove I'm not cheating. Got banned anyways. Where's the original clip at? Okay. Yeah, okay. So like 5 hours of fucking gameplay? Yeah, no, yeah, okay. That's kind of insane. Anyways. All right, well, if you don't check the math, you'd never know, right? Everybody bully the like button, but bullying's bad. It doesn't build character at all. All right, back to this guy. Man, he didn't have that stubble. I'd say his lips are pretty, but fuck. Stubble's a big turnoff.
And this is a clip farm play style. There are certain elements of gameplay that are going to be relevant to that clip farm play style, like off-screen.
Yo, I'm sorry, but I gotta quit making fun of this guy. But does his haircut does it not scream, I'm telling?
Screen flicking randomly.
Every kid that told on us for fucking around in school had this haircut.
180ing randomly in the name of trying to get a clip. Some people look at that and just say immediately, oh my god, like macro or wall hacks or cheatings or whatever. No. And we're gonna be getting into that very, very soon. But again, CS2, the more I scroll, the more different games you find.
Dude. So far we got
Black Ops.
So far we've got, we're both on Team EXE. Most people would see this and call it macros, aimbot, cheats. my explanation, yeah. All right. He's got me. I'm about to buy in on this, guys. I'm about to buy in. Yeah, you're right. I got to see the raw files before I make my decision, but he's got me. This guy's convincing.
6 again. So, like, am I meant to believe that this person is just cheating in every single one of these games, and it took Battlefield 6's beta for them to get caught? I highly doubt it. Now, before I go over the clips individually,
and here's the whole part about being unbiased. That or he's a fucking shit storyteller that only got fucking, how many subs he got? Only got relevancy during the COVID era when people are forced indoors and everybody was blowing up in subs. Because Riley's been banned before for cheating in an online game. Not due to a hate rate or anything like that. It was manually reviewed and it stuck. So I'm just saying you didn't include that part. So again, this is why you're not the most unbiased source here, Enders. That's because I mean, like, this was October. Back when, if you got banned for cheating in an online multiplayer or cheating in a multiplayer game, it was a 7-day, 14-day ban. I don't know if you guys know this, but cheating on Twitch now is, if you get caught, it's a 24-hour ban the first time, and I think 72 the second time, and then the third time they can actually do it for a lot longer.
No stops. I have to mute it because there's copyrighted music and all that stuff, but we're just going to let it play, and I'm going to talk about some very important things to keep in mind just about the reaction this has garnered on the internet. So obviously with Battlefield 6, it's the first Battlefield game in a long, long time that appears to be worth a shit. So as a result of that...
See, that's the one I can't get over. Because I get it. There was a blip of a guy on the minimap. All right.
Battlefield game in a long, long time that appears to be...
There was a blip of the guy on the minimap, but I'm almost positive. The blip on the minimap was from the guy that was running down the path there, and their flick aim was directly onto the guy behind that was like head glitching the burnt out vehicle or whatever there, and then they adjusted to the guy on the outside there. Because I don't see two blips there on the minimap. I see one, right? We're all in agreement. That's one blip on the minimap, and where it's located. It looks like it's the guy running down the hill, right?
Worth a shit. So as a result of that,
I mean, when they flick, that guy is not
that
even
appears to be worth
a
shit. So
it's like they flicked like right there where the other guy's at, and then they're like, "Oh, there's a guy there." Flick, he's in cover. Boom. That guy comes and retreats from his cover over here, and then gets lasered. That's the part that if somebody could walk me through and explain that without other being like, "You just don't understand aiming," or just some fucking brain dead ass, "Trust me, bro," comment, like maybe I'd see it. But that's the part where I'm like, that you've been banned before. Your ban was appealed, and your appeal was denied. I mean, I've seen, I'll be honest with you guys. I've seen more convincing cases, but holy fuck, dude, I've seen less as well. This is one that I'd be willing, I feel strongly enough, I'd probably be willing to gamble that they are.
People that maybe have ignored gaming.
I mean, again, like I'm trying to fathom here, like what would be the explanation? Because every explanation I've heard about, it's absolutely dog shit. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, oh, clearly they're flicking to the guy. I'm like, no, that guy is running from the top right to the bottom left of this little path right here. And you flicked over there. There's a guy clearly on Well, it'd be his right, but our left side of that cover. That's exactly what it looked like you flicked to. Anyways, I'm talking too much. I'll let him explain.
So as a result of that, you're going to be having people that maybe have ignored gaming for a number of years come and get their eyes on anything Battlefield 6 content related. Now, with the way Battlefield is, it's a large-scale game. It has fairly beamy gunplay, as you just saw in that clip right there. It's going to attract certain players like Riley that want to clip farm and hit cool moments and then post them on the internet. Probably baiting reactions as well, but you know that just comes with the playstyle.
Like, I don't know. Woe is me.
So it's a kind of a
bait
perfect
reaction
storm
and somebody gets it wrong.
of things that all.
It's like for me, it's like, oh, so you're sad that you baited that you're a cheater, and you got a bunch of people that are calling you a cheater. Like if that's the case, not specifically this person, but I know a lot of people do it, and to me, it's like, wow, what a fucking lack of personality. Holy shit. Vehicle kill, bro. Yeah, that was really good tracking. They should be investigated. Why, did they play Roblox too? I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with that free Schwepp thing. Holy shnikes, brother. That motherfucker's teaming up with Chris Hansen. They're going to go in. Yo, somebody showed me like Roblox is like a fucking $90 billion. They're worth $90 billion, not a million, not 90 million. They're worth $90 billion. Holy brother. And they are literally sending cease and desist to that's a whole other story. I don't want to get sidetracked. That shit blows my mind. It's highly infuriating, to be honest with you.
Into the reaction over this clip, which in my opinion, I've been around Battlefield content right now for probably over 7 years. I can't name a single other situation that I have personally seen, including situations that I've been involved in, that have garnered as much vitriol and hatred as this particular set of clips that Riley posted just a couple days ago on Battlefield 6.
I'll agree with that.
Not to mention
I'll
the fact
agree with
that this playstyle really just isn't that common. It's not very commonly seen. It doesn't happen on console. You have a bunch of console players looking over here, and they're watching this M&K guy that's a Catgirl flick around everywhere. And
no, listen, I've heard just as many people that play, myself included, mouse and keyboard, that no, not at all. That like I actually compared this to that of Shrouds, and there were like nuances that I saw in Shrouds that I didn't see in this gameplay here.
To the average person, this probably does just look like aimbot, and they don't think too much about it. They look at it, they look at a flick, and they go, well, this guy's clearly cheating. Why would I even think about it? And I really feel like that is happening a ton with these clips. People aren't trying to deep dive. People aren't trying to look at anything in a rational light.
Deep dive, though. They have deep. That's how they know that they've been banned before. That's how they know that their appeal was denied. I mean, you can't say one thing, and you can't say that when the truth is completely different from what you're saying. That's completely disingenuous. And that's also why you're stepping in shit when you're going to bat for somebody that's on your team that's associated with you. That's fucking stupid.
They're just immediately assuming this is cheats. All right, now that we've watched it individually uninterrupted, we're going to be going over some of the specific clips in this video.
And this is where we were watching this, we're like, yo, whenever somebody opens up their Explorers, I want to see. I'm like, oh, what is that? What is that? What are we looking at here? Business receipts, blackmail email. Yo. Ooh. All right. I mean, hey, listen, brother. I'm all for keeping receipts and shit like that. But blackmail email? That means that you intend on keeping the receipts that you're going to use for your benefit and somebody else's demise? What? What are we talking? Brother, that's some fucking evil, vile shit right there. Blackmail, like, just expose the shit. Expose it. But nah, you're going to use it to get something for yourself. All right, I got you. That's pretty scummy, though.
Mostly the ones that set off the most alarm bells for people, right? I think it's being referred to as The Rock.
No, Gage, I'm going to pause this. Get her off of that game right now. At least if you have to monitor what they're doing. They have things called Go look up that Schwepp guy. Go look up what's going on right now. Look at it. No. Here's one. Go watch a video from Donut Operator that he posted the other day or today or whatever. For a noob like myself that doesn't play Roblox, never has, it'll explain. They literally got games called like Public Bathroom Simulator. It's literally a grooming grounds. It's disgusting.
Clip. That's the second clip in the video. We'll be going over that. I did ask Riley to provide me with specific explanations about certain clips, which I will provide to you as well. And there's also some interesting information that Riley provided me about some of limitations and why they play the way they do. So
really, Fuki, that's wild.
We will be going over all of this. This is the very first clip in the video. Again, I have it muted for, copyrighted music, all that stuff. Sorry, YouTube, you suck. Just double kill here, right? Nothing really crazy. There's a little micro track there, but guy honestly barely moved. This is just a fairly standard double kill, nothing too insane. This sequence right here is where I feel as though alarm bells for the average person may have sounded off, because this is the first target switch sequence. Again, the entire reason Riley plays FPS games, basically the entire point of their play style in all of these FPS games is to hit target switch moments such as this one.
Beer.
So let's break this down as best as I can. So they run in this room here. They see Riley sees these people in this corner right here. This is very important for upcoming sequences. But as you might have noticed yourself, there is an individual in the left corner. We see the shotgun, we see the hand, we see it all very clearly, but we also see these people here. So Riley, knowing that this guy's in the corner with a shotgun, kills this player first and then attempts to flick over. As you can see, Riley completely, badly missed. Let me explain this. Before he gives an explanation, let me explain this, because obviously he's already set it up. He's going to give you the explanation of why it couldn't be cheating, right? Let me give you, and this is why if anybody out there wants to say, hey, Hoppa's used cheats, he's beta tested for providers before, he knows people, hey, listen, whatever. You'll never understand what I'm about to tell you and why I bring value to this. I'm going to give you the equal opposite from the mind of somebody that knows how the cheats work, if they were cheating, right? So let's say that I'm toggling, which if I'm not toggling, which just means my aimbot only works when I have a certain key pressed, right? Now that could be, you could put it on fire. It looks pretty obvious. So every time you fire your gun, it just aimbot activates or whatever. You can put it on ADS, which looks even more obvious, or you can just put it on like a thumb button or a foot pedal or a key on your keyboard, anything really, honestly. But toggling basically just means activating that aimbot, and anytime it's inside of whatever. Hey, Fuki, hell yeah, brother, legend. Appreciate the support, man. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. This is Sprechen Z Dick. I don't know what I just said, but I heard it before. I would probably just curse you. I'm sorry, but thank you. Appreciate you, brother. But so imagine a tiny little circle. You know what I mean? The bigger that circle goes, obviously anything inside that circle is going to react if it's the aim point. Say Riley has it set to upper chest. So if you can see my mouse input there, anything inside the circle that touches, aimbot's going to react to it, right?
Dude, that was
Yo,
awesome.
Joe, appreciate it, brother. So, and based on their smoothing and acceleration, it determines how fast the reticle will center on that aim point. If you have a little bit of smoothing, not a bunch of acceleration, it'll look like a natural target acquisition. In fact, if you're moving your mouse over with it, may even go past it a little bit. You understand what I'm saying? But in this instance, from the point of view of somebody that's trying to say maybe this is cheating, what could have happened? They laser the guy in the corner there, right? And they go for a fucking 90-degree flick, right? And the timing, say they're using a foot pedal or thumb button, like, a lot of people use, that it wasn't compressed before they got over that person that they were trying to shoot right there. That would be the result of it, right? Now, depending how big their FOV is, that's very feasible. I would say somebody that's playing like this, would use a rather small FOV. I'm talking maybe not even the size from that line to that line. Just draw a circle, like right in there. I can't imagine it being any. If it's any bigger, there's not. They probably got some settings with not a lot of acceleration, maybe a decent amount of smoothing and stuff like that. So they do have a bit of manual input to kind of make it almost like aim assist, if you will.
Let's watch that again.
Let's watch
in
that
real
again.
time, and I'll stop it when
Real
Riley
time?
misses. So kills this guy in the corner, badly misses, and then there is a
So misses. Mouse is going across right here. It gets toggled right here, right? It gets toggled. You notice you miss. You move your mouse back in this direction because it's toggled. The second that aim location, which upper chest, whatever that aim location is, becomes inside the FOV, the aimbot's FOV, stops on the target. It tracks the target.
readjustment. So boom, boom, and then Riley realizes that, she fucking missed. Readjusted.
Okay. Yes, Riley missed. He missed the shot. Now he's directly on the person with no correction at all. That would lead me to believe that that may have been an instance of them toggling their aimbot, which is exactly what people that don't want to be like, hey, I'm cheating, shooting everything, rage hacking, if you will, want to try to get away with it. I don't know. Maybe they're not cheating. I'm just trying to provide, equal opposite, point of view. Battlefield 6 anti-cheats now check USB port readings to detect DMA according to when I dumped the game. Really, Niz? That's nice. I noticed the first open beta, that it wasn't fully functional, if I'm not correct. Or if I'm correct, it was the Javelin wasn't fully functional. It's probably like Ricochet, where they're slowly over the course of months turn it on. It's probably in a monitoring state, I would imagine, for the most part. This guy's just fucking his friend, not literally, or maybe he is. What was done, March? Yeah, I put a post out on Twitter the other day, like, why do I always feel like I just walked out of a casino when I get done gaming?
This play right here. Now, pay attention to what I told you previously. Riley's entire playstyle is hitting target switch clips. They have played countless Kovacs aim training.
Oh no. Is windy in here? Oh, okay. Oh, well. All right. All right, we fixed that. Anyways. All right, back to what we were doing.
Scenarios, countless, probably tens of thousands of hours in FPS games, and they do have a natural talent for aiming. So this very simple aim adjustment after this miss is nothing too big of a deal. The player is standing still in a corner. This is almost a can't miss scenario after the initial very wide angle flick that was.
So we see a couple misses, like big misses like this, but I don't see a whole hell of a lot of near misses, if you will.
A low percentage chance to hit in the first place because, again, it was sort of outside of FOV. So we see this aim adjustment here. Boom, right on the player. Player dies, and then there is another flick to the third player here, rather. And you might notice there is an over adjustment. So boom right here, and then over adjustment again. So Riley over adjusts for the first flick, misses, readjusted, kills the second player, flicks to the third player, over adjusts, misses, and then there is another adjustment on to the third player, and then there is an adjustment onto, again, I'd say another can't miss scenario, a guy that is trapped in the corner. Let's watch this clip in real time. And I'll try to point out best I can everything that is happening here. So jumps in, left guy, miss readjustment, and then a easy kill in the corner. That clip, in my opinion, based off of my personal experience playing FPS games for tens of thousands of hours, that is absolutely 100% legitimate. Everything there checks out, in my opinion. There is just nothing suspicious about that clip. The speed isn't suspicious. There's just nothing suspicious. I don't know what to tell you. Now, onto the rock clip, which is by far, the biggest, most hated clip in the entire video. So this is the infamous rock clip, as Twitter is dubbing it, and there is a lot more than meets the eye here when it comes to this clip. There's a lot of prior knowledge. There's a lot of clip farming techniques, I suppose you could say, in this clip, and Riley provided me explanation in their own words about this clip, which I will be going over after I break it down and explain it. So, Riley's pushing towards the C flag here. This is very important because Riley has prior knowledge that the C flag is to her left, which means that at any moment, theoretically, if there's a fight going on and they want to try to hit a clip, they could always flick towards an enemy flag because there might just be an enemy over there. Hey, Anders from the future, interjecting here just for a second. Just wanted to provide you with what Riley's explanation was for this rock clip here. Riley said, the rock clip was a gamble off-screen flick. I knew the objective was over there and I saw a radar ping in my peripheral vision, so tried to land facing it. My aim looks weird after the flick because I used way too much force for the motion. My super big off-screen flicks are really inconsistent because I'm not used to using my arm much. There is funny lore about the
My flicks off screen look weird. I'm not really sure how you flick to something you can't see. Enders really wants a discount on cat ears and tail? Yeah, maybe.
arm thing. My desk
I don't know,
did
I've
not
never seen
have
Ender's
room for
gameplay,
both
man.
a monitor stand and my
Honestly.
mouse pad, so I had to start using my mouse at a horrible position by default, causing me to almost never use my arm. I have a lot of hand cam videos of me on Kovacs complaining about it. I have since fixed it by getting a monitor arm for my second monitor, but this was super recent, so I'm still adjusting. And then Riley provided me with
Always
some
these fucking
clips showing the
convoluted
Kovacs
excuses
hand
as to why
position on
things
the
got
mouse
to be the
pad
way
sort
they
of
are,
thing.
and
As we
so
can see,
much
the arm position
different
is
and
way
unique
too
to
high up on
everybody
the mouse
else's.
pad, and this causes there to be very little room for Riley to actually play with at the top of the mouse pad, which means Riley has to end up actually picking up the mouse off the mouse pad a lot. And for those of you that don't know, sometimes picking up your mouse off a mouse pad and then setting it back down has these crazy fast flick things that happen, and some people use them a lot in their gameplay, believe it or not. Yes, this is all weird, cringe aim knowledge, but I'm just trying to tell you what I know about it. Sounds ridiculous.
But you said that he deleted his hand cam. Did he? Was this one the 10th?
Hey guys.
Yo. I still need to open my shit up.
Interesting.
You
Now,
guys
is
are
it
not
deleted
very-
because he got? Is it deleted because they got banned on that stream, or can anybody clarify, or did they? Because that's either that, it's either that, or they deleted it themselves. It's not there. They try to compare it with game players. They have a set pattern that you can remember, unlike an actual game. That's also true. Battlefield, the Kovacs looked realistic. The Battlefield 6 was flicking damn near perfect. Yeah. He deleted it himself. So when you. Over 6 years, so just saying things to say them. Really? Okay. Well, I mean, I've offered. I said earlier that you could try to change my mind about the Rock clip. Well, okay. So they may not have. They may not have deleted the ban. Oh, no, let me see here. They may not have. It may have actually been Twitch the reason that VODs and Twitch will delete or unpublish that specific VOD because permanently if any content was only 1 second. Yeah. So they may have actually gotten. I don't know. Not sure.
People do it all the time. I hate to break it to you guys. People do it all the time. I've done it. I've even done more blatant looking things where I kill a random guy and I just flick over to a random smoke and I actually do kill someone through the smoke.
Yeah, I know. We all got sus plays from every once in a great while, but not like fucking 20 or 30 in the span of like 4 hours worth of gameplay. I mean, at that point, it's like, okay, where there's smoke, there's probably fucking fire.
Which looks even worse than this. So Riley is running towards the C flag, prior knowledge of the C flag existing in the first place. Then we see this, okay, boom. There's a person right here, C flag to the left, clip farming play style. What's going to happen? Riley, of course, flicks to the left into the wall towards the C flag. Now, as you can see, there are a lot of people on the flag. So let's watch this again.
There's 2.
Runs towards the C flag, kills this guy, flicks into the wall, and there's actually a guy right there. I'll zoom in the video. There's a guy tucked in the corner.
What the fuck does that guy have to do with anything?
Right there. You can just barely see him. There's a guy right here spotted with his symbol over his head that Riley kills, and then there's another guy that is kind of has back
this big brain explanation
towards Riley at the beginning of the clip. And as you can see, after Riley kills the first guy, Riley actually didn't even see that player because Riley started running. Why would you stop shooting and start running if you saw that player beforehand or knew that player was there? You wouldn't. You would just simply keep fucking shooting and killing them. Now about this flick.
I gotta hear that back again. That fucking made no sense to me, brother.
That player because that Riley kills. There's a guy right here spotted with his symbol over his head that Riley kills. And then there's another guy that is kind of has his back turned towards Riley at the beginning of the clip. And as you can see, after Riley kills the first guy, Riley actually didn't even see that player because Riley started running. Why would you stop shooting and start running if you saw that player beforehand or knew that player was there?
Did they really? Did they really start running?
You wouldn't.
I'm pretty sure
you would just simply keep fucking shooting and killing them. Now about this flick placement in particular, gonna have to boot up the good old MS Paint for this. All right, screw MS Paint. We're doing it in this editing software that I can go frame by frame by. Now, Riley has prior knowledge of this person being on the flag, and they're spotted on the minimap, and let's just see how this plays out. And I'm going to try to point this out in the most coherent way possible. There's honestly like almost too much to go over here. I'm just going to try to point out things that really matter. So, Riley kills this person, and then we'll go frame by frame from here out. You can see a frame counter, right, in the bottom middle. I'll blow it up for you guys in post if you can't see it. We're in frame 587 right now. Riley kills this guy, and the flick from this guy to Riley's left starts at about frame 592. So as you can see, 592 to 593 is where we see the first turn to the left. Now it goes from 593 to 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 to 8, and then to 9. 8 is where the flick is at its most, its leftmost point, or what people were calling it, like when it locked, right? When
what?
Riley locked onto the player, supposedly. And then the clip plays here.
Okay.
And I will go,
So, if we were to remove this rock here, right? Like the geometry in the game, and get rid of that. You're telling me that not the person that they first shot, but the second person they shot, the one that started out on the far left side of the cover, they wouldn't be perfectly lined up with that person to rip them off the heady? I don't know. Like I said, I'm a betting man. I would say maybe.
Play through the clip. Riley shoots, strafing to the right, peeking the flag, and then as
I bet you anything.
There's nobody.
Okay, so that guy was coming from up here. There's the path that he comes down. So he was probably right there. And no, that's not who they were aiming at.
That Riley locked onto. There's just nobody there. And I will play this in slow motion again.
What do you mean there was nobody there? The second person they killed was who was there.
Nobody in Riley's crosshair. There's a guy here. There's a guy to the left of Riley's crosshair. And then as you can see, that guy moves. And there is another guy behind the initial person. Now.
Okay. I think that's a little bit of a hack job there. In Riley's mind, I don't think the initial person was this one. I think the initial person they flicked to was this one. The one that wasn't on the minimap. I think that maybe not lock or whatever, because like I said, like they'd be kind of a fucking idiot to not have Viz check onto where they, the A-bot like locks onto somebody behind a fucking wall. But they probably when they said oopsie, they probably had no idea there was fucking geometry in the way there. They probably flicked that way and was like, didn't get any lock. They hit the D key, slowly strafed around, and here comes this guy down the path. They fucking shoot that one. The guy backs up out of cover, shoot that guy. I mean, that's a way better explanation than the fucking bullshit that this guy's trying to pass off. I mean, if you can't explain this to me, I don't want to hear the rest of your explanation. This is the part that I want explained. And you did a fucking terrible job of explaining it. I mean, I expected nothing less from somebody trying to defend their own fucking, gaming org. All right, cool.
Bear with me here. There's a lot to unpack. Let's go back and take a look at frame 598, where Riley locks on to somebody, and we need to understand some very important things about the minimap and where Riley's truly looking, and then the placement of the people on the flag, and then who this person's.
Okay, if you look at the minimap, you see the little faint cone of their center line is right to the left of that piece of cover. This is the person running down the path right there that they eventually beamed. Okay.
Spotted in the minimap actually is. So, if I can just somehow zoom in here to the minimap, this will just have to do. You can see that frame 598, where Riley's crosshair is at its most quote-unquote locked point, you can see where Riley is looking via the minimap. There's this person in the corner here. And then there are two people we know are on the flag. So if you draw a line, a straight line here, Riley never locked on to anybody. How do we know Riley never locked on to anybody? Well, if you draw a straight line, you can see that Riley's line is just ever so slightly, maybe to the left of the C flag, maybe directly at the C flag. And if we zoom out here, we can see that it is actually definitively to the left of the C flag. Now, if we zoom back in here and we play this frame by frame, you can see that when Riley peeks the flag, just bear with me here. There's a guy here. You can see this guy.
Bearing with you there,
right? That's
Anders.
the guy spotted on the minimap. Very important, because I'm going to go back in the clip, right? And we're going to point out that this guy was actually always there, and it was the initial person that went on the C flag. But anyway, pushing through this clip here, frame by frame, no one in the crosshair, nobody to the left of the C flag. There's a guy here, there's a guy here, there's a guy here. Nobody to the left of the C flag on the initial lock. So again, we'll go back to frame 598, the leftmost point of the lock, where people are saying Riley locked onto somebody through the wall, and we will go back to the minimap here. We'll go back to the minimap. Bear with me here. Back to the minimap.
You're full of
You will
shit.
see that if you draw a straight line, and if you consider the crosshair placement on screen, there was never anyone to the left of the C flag at the moment Riley locked on. So
okay. Maybe Riley didn't lock on because maybe Riley isn't rage hacking. Maybe Riley's trying to get away with it and become popular for something they're not actually that good at. Because it looks like, to me, the person that's not on UAV is on the perfect plane and trajectory to where they fucking flick to. You know why they didn't they probably actually went just a little bit further than that person. Just a little bit further. You know why? Because they didn't lock. But I almost bet everything that I have that that is the person that they were flicking to, not the one on the mini map. Otherwise, they overflicked by a fuck ton. And that would also lead me to believe that they're cheating, just like in the first clip. But all right, maybe I'm fucking washed, but this explanation for Benders here is fucking tragically bad. I don't even want to hear the rest of it. That's the one point that I can't get over, the one part that I can't get over, and nobody's been able to explain it. Everything else I've heard explanations. Like, literally, I'm sitting there watching like 3 times, and I'm like, the clip where they flicked onto the guy, and then somebody was like, somebody in Discord pointed out, like, yeah, but they did see the shotgun sticking out, and I looked, and I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't even fucking notice it. All right, well, that fucking explains that. Although, they flicked to the guy in the shotgun, with the guy in the shotgun, and the other guy, and then a guy that I couldn't even see in the corner. But then again, that is, switch compression. So I'm not going to hold that against him. Where's my mouse? But this is 10IQ Gaming. If you guys don't know 10IQ Gaming, he's got a similar path to content creation as I got. He covers a lot of Escape from Tarkov, cheaters and streamers. And he has aggregated some evidence here. This video will end. Riley CS Battlefield cheaters has always cheated. All right.
Okay, so I recently saw all the stuff going down, the Battlefield cheating, cheater, all the accusations and whatnot. Now, pulled up a couple of the streams. I will say, off the rip, huge thing that not going for Riley is the fact that all these VODs are being taken down, privated. If you're in the middle of being accused by an entire player base and you private...
real quick though, before we get past this part, they did take down in private everything, and then they put it back up, which is insane. The only one that didn't go back up is the one on the hand cam. And I'm not sure if they put everything on YouTube back up either.
All of your VODs so no one can watch them. That's what
How
cheaters
did you know?
do, okay? You've got one stream up where if someone was cheating, they just turn their cheats off and play legit with a mouse cam. Yeah, I mean, bravo. These streams here, not everyone else can access these. Put them up so people can watch them. Okay. Now, I watched a couple of VODs. I didn't go too far into this myself. If you're new to my channel, I know a lot of people in the comments were. Last time I made a Battlefield video, it's been a long time since I cheated. I know how cheats work. I know how that whole scene works. That's why I make the kind of content I make with the knowledge that I have. Now, I'm going to play some things that Riley had to say about me. Never knew Riley. I believe I even made a couple of comments defending her and suggesting to people that they were, you know, they didn't really have any evidence. I mean, they had some suspicious clips, but they didn't really have any crazy evidence. They just had some crazy gameplay, you know, so maybe just calm down a little bit. That was what I was telling people to do. But this is Riley CS's opinion of me. Let's let that play real quick.
Did 10IQ Gaming make a video about me? There's no way. Or is he in here? Dude, fucking 10IQ Gaming, the most accurate name. Why do you instantly ban 10IQ? That guy's YouTube videos are awful. Doesn't he think Desmond is cheating? If you think Desmond is cheating, you just, you know, there's something.
Don't know who that is.
This is where the fun begins. 10IQ never once said that Desmond is cheating. Listen, man, I don't keep up with 10IQ Gaming that much because he's annoying. 10IQ needs to stick to Tarkov.
Yo!
So, yeah.
How the fuck? Dude, I can listen to an Australian person with an Australian accent talk about fucking anything, and it's interesting to me. All right, mate. Just saying.
Yeah, the classic streamer discredit move. The move where the streamer just makes up a total lie or an assumption and then pushes it as fact to 1,000 plus viewers and just does everything they can to discredit me. A lot of people do this. Now, I watched over a couple of odds. Once I seen that someone I've never interacted with was so desperate to discredit me or push false information about me and just basically just lie about me and insinuate I'm just some wacko, I decided to get involved. So I'm going to drop a whole heap of information that no one else has been speaking about. So in doing that, I'm going to show you why streamers desperately discredit me the best they can. We will start off with the fact that Riley CS has been 7 days suspended before on Twitch on October 18, 2024 for cheating in a multiplayer game. Now, how many times can someone be falsely banned for cheating and not cheat? Twitch, in my opinion.
Okay, and not only that, could this be back before nobody had ever heard of this person? This person wasn't viral at all. And then also have their appeal denied.
Day ban for cheating in a multiplayer game from Twitch, you would have had to have been doing something pretty serious. You would have had to have had cheats on screen. I've seen guys have cheats on their screen that I've investigated. Their cheats have shown up on their screen. They didn't even get a 24-hour suspension. So I dare say this might not have even been a first offense. This was posted by Riley CS in 2024. October 21st, 3 days after the 7-day suspension. Riley's explanation was...
and I'll say that right now, you know what I mean? I'm right up there with the, I don't want nothing to do with it, quite honestly. That's my goddamn right. But that's not the reason. That's not the reason we're here. I do find it a little ridiculous that somebody wants to pretend to live in fucking fairy tale land and shit like that, but that's their own fucking prerogative. If they leave children out of the equation, unfortunately, a lot of times they don't, statistically. I'm fine with it as long as they leave children out of the equation. Go be and do whatever the fuck makes you happy, because at the end of the day, life is short. It truly is. But that's not why we're here today. We're here today because somebody posted a clip that looked like cheating and it went viral. I'm sure there are people out there that use this is a vehicle for hate because their dislike for trans people. And quite honestly, that's fucking pointless. That's stupid. I mean, granted, if you put yourself on the internet, like I put myself on the internet all day, all the time, I mean, for a living, you know what I mean? And there are people that leave all kinds of hateful comments, and people without thick skin wouldn't be able to handle it. But then again, at the end of the day, you're putting yourself out there on the internet. It's the fucking internet, brother. If you can't handle it, I mean, it is what it is. Maybe stop baiting about cheating. Maybe stop pretending to be a cat girl. But at the end of the day, the reason I'm covering you is because I want to know if you're cheating or not. And I'm pretty much convinced that you are. Why are we still talking about this? The idiot is cheating, and anybody who defends a cheater is one of two things: a cheater themselves or a downright low IQ simp beta cuck. I feel you, brother. The reason I'm talking about it is today's the first day that I have had the energy and ability to sit up in my chair and do a live stream about the topic. So, sorry, I can't just be as punctual as I want to. Yeah, there's a couple things that I had seen about this, like the Apex.exe. That's not how Apex's exe is packaged. That's not what it says.
I'm just too good at the game. I'm just too good. Now, we are going to get into some information which kind of proves the opposite and kind of proves that Riley's doing things that I did when I very first started gaming on a literal computer. This big crack Chad god gamer. I'm going to show you guys some stuff later which kind of, proves the opposite. But anyway, suspended before from Twitch for cheating in a multiplayer game. Now, obviously, the most recent ban was because of mass reporting. That's pretty obvious. I said that in my Discord. I said that on Twitter. Everyone was saying, oh, Riley got banned. It's proven.
Yeah, but...
No, it's because thousands of people are mass reporting it.
Okay, I agree with
Southern
that.
Toast with my audience. It was only like 150, 200 people. And
I agree with that, but while in the same breath, they did appeal the ban, and the appeal was denied. And the appeal clearly states that somebody manually reviewed the ban, and it stuck. I mean, that's Twitch putting their neck on the line right there. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
And my audience alone reporting suddenly.
I mean, here's another thing. In my audience, and we've had 100+ people in here that all go and report somebody that's got fucking cheats on their screen, and they don't always get banned right away, if at all sometimes. Link the video. Do that in Discord space. Do that in Discord. ! Discord.
Post channel was.
Did the name god not get unbanned? No, the ban was only for 24 hours. In fact, I did a video on it several months ago. You can look it up for yourself. I'll try to pull it up real quick. They have updated their policies on bans when it comes to Twitch. That a ban for cheating in a game is only 24 hours. Oh yeah, that's right. You can't join Discord. Send it to me on Twitter. Fuck, where did it been? It must have been a while ago. Cheating is allowed right here 5 months ago. That's when they updated their policies. You want to know about Twitch? Go watch that video. Twitch literally, you get banned for cheating in a video game. It's 24 hours. Fucking ridiculous. Used to be like 7 days for your first time, 14 for the second.
Was enough to also get him banned for the same amount of time, and his channel went straight back up. It's just a thing that Twitch does. They just take the channel down, they review it, and they put it back up. This, however, is an actual 7-day suspension for cheating in a multiplayer game. This is cheats on screen only. Like, Twitch doesn't sit down and assess gameplay and decide you're cheating. Like, they only do this for flat out plain as day cheating on stream. Like, cheats on screen.
Agree with that.
There's nothing else they do this. And a 7-day suspension is very harsh. Maybe it was a serious offense, the way it happened. Maybe it was a second offense. Who knows? But
my thing is if you appeal it and it gets manually reviewed, tell me why other people aren't getting hate rated and banned because of cheating in an online game that aren't cheating.
My mind, how many times
I've never heard of
these things need to keep happening until someone just starts looking silly, denying that they're cheating or they've cheated at some point. Second point I wanted to raise, Riley's CS's answer every single accusation or claim or suspension from Twitch is, I'm just good at the game, I'm just crack. Well, I managed to pull up VODs that,
Right, Philly?
conveniently, the ones that Riley CS has intentionally privated while only leaving the handcam stream up to prove innocence while hiding all these other streams. So my
that
first
does
thought
look
was,
sus.
well, let's watch
That does
the
look a little
streams
sus.
that are hidden, right? Because they're obviously hidden for a reason. And sure enough, this is what I found.
Here, if you go to documents,
I noticed on Riley's latest stream where she uses a mouse cam that this particular crosshair was not showing up on her stream when she was alt tabbing. It was only showing up on the streams that have been privated or deleted and taken down from her channel. Now, my first thought was that this was a cheat. What it actually is something that completely disproves her entire claim of being just a cracked goat at FPS gaming, and that's why everyone thinks she cheats. This is actually a screen crosshair that you download, and it helps you shoot straight, just in case you need help,
I don't really think it helps you shoot any straighter. It doesn't record. It's not going to control the recoil. It gives you options when it comes to crosshairs, I guess. But I don't really. It's not going to help you if your aim shit. Your aim shit. I really don't think that. See, that's the problem, man. When we start calling shit like this cheats and stuff like that, it completely drowns out the whole conversation about, I don't know, them flicking through a fucking rock. That had nothing to do with their goddamn crosshair, I promise you.
Screen. If you look down the bottom of the screen, right there, you'll see the application. This is it here. This is what it's called. Riley CS uses overlaid crosshairs in the center of her screen to help with her own aim. Like, kind of like I did when I very first started playing on computer, and I got a whiteboard marker and did a little dot in the center of my screen just to help.
Yeah, like how I don't really feel like that's cheating. And also, how would you police something like that?
Hip fire in Daisy and things like that. This
a lot of games have customizable crosshairs already built into the game.
Overlaid on the
monitors
screen
have them.
Still,
I mean,
to this day,
a piece of tape.
Moving on.
And a marker.
If you go to documents.
So that is the crash dump file right there at the bottom, and that is the actual overlay for the crosshair right there in the center of her screen. Now, there's a lot of stuff online saying that you can be banned from games for using these crosshairs.
That's an actual crash dump. Now, that is something that some people do. They'll call the EXE whatever the fuck they want to call it. But that right there is an actual crash dump of that program.
There's even an EA thread specifically saying, do not use these in our games. There's the overlay. There's the crosshair. There's the crash dump file. It's running.
Yeah,
right
okay. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Like, yeah, okay. It may end up looking like the injection of some sort of wall hacks or whatever. I doubt it. I wish Frank was around to give me the answer on that. But the point that I'm making is, I mean, obviously, if EA's saying don't use it, and yeah, but I'm still not going to equate it to wall hacks and ESP, and I'm still not going to sit here and look at you and be like, yep, this is what they were using that made them flick through that person through the rock.
She's using it. The big cracked goat, big cracked aiming.
Wait, and didn't Ender say Riley's doesn't play Battlefield for that long? Look at all the Battlefield games user folders. Yeah. I mean, the receipts are piling up
Chad, who's currently live on stream right now, giving aiming advice to all these people that are asking, uses crosshair overlay. Now, on to my next lot of issues.
Battlefield 6 open beta. This, it's not opening. Nice. Can it fucking open, please?
Now, our first EXE program, it looks like Team Fortress. Now, I found some cheating threads under this exact name where they detailed that you would need to have the Team Fortress loader in a 64-bit exe file. I'm not too knowledgeable on coding and all that kind of stuff. Apparently, cheats cannot load for Team Fortress unless it's in a 64-bit file or loader or exe or whatever. Maybe people more knowledgeable can explain it down in the comments based off this thread. I couldn't really make a call, but apparently the file on the left side is what the old Team Fortress used to look like, and now cheats would need to be 64-bit to run once the game started or something.
That might be a bit of a nothing burger right there.
You guys can take a look. I couldn't really make a call on the Team Fortress thing. There is a lot of stuff online about it specifically having to be the Win64.
Well, that's questionable there. If they don't have Team Fortress installed, but they have a Team Fortress Win64 EXE, this is, yeah, that is a little weird. Did any you ever have a cheat dev using artificial crosshair? No. No, Manny.
What exe to be?
That is, or was apparently the legit exe for Team Fortress 2. Okay.
Be able to inject and run a cheat on Team Fortress. And that's the one our streamer here has run very recently. That wasn't so much my main concern. My main concern...
Yeah, you're right. They haven't played Battlefield, but they have played a lot of the old ones. More than I've played.
So much my main concern. My main concern was the EXE or loader named Apex Legends. Now, that is not a loader for Apex Legends.
It is not.
That is just not a loader to start Apex Legends. That's not... They don't even call the loader to start their game Apex Legends.
Yeah,
I'll show it on the screen what the actual loader to the game looks like here. This looks like, to me, just a literal exe file that someone has just slapped a game name on. And if we go back, you can actually see what games are installed on this
even
PC.
Even if it's like the remnants of a deleted exe, the Apex doesn't name their shit Apex Legends.
And Team Fortress and Apex Legends are not installed on this computer. But there is just two very recently used exe files right there in these games names that aren't installed on this computer. You know, who knows? Maybe they're just
show that
old,
name though.
Launches for games that aren't installed anymore. And I guess the Apex Legend one is an exe for something, but it's not for Apex Legends because that's the loader right there. Who knows? Only Riley could answer these questions. Seems she chose the abuse route and discrediting me and lying about me.
10 IQ Gaming, the most accurate name.
All I can do is just tell you guys this information and just give it to you guys, and you guys can make your own opinion. Moving on.
It should be in here somewhere. It's a very long list, so good luck.
Holy hell,
That's
Riley. What was the rush of trying to get out of your notepad so quickly? You didn't even show your viewers what you were trying to show them. What was the rush?
This... it's not opening. Nice. Can it open, please?
Okay, so right there in Notepad open, we have Valorant something. I mean, who knows what that could be. I remember when I cheated, I used to have Notepad folders just full of accounts and different passwords and keys to cheats.
Could that be, is that an L? Is that the start of an L? Could that be Valorant login?
I was using at the time just so much info that I needed to just keep all together because it was just impossible to remember. Valorant something. That game's not even installed on this PC right now, so, I mean, who knows? Valorant does have a really insane anti-cheat, so if you were cheating, you would have to uninstall Valorant, completely remove it from your PC, then cheat, then reinstall Valorant, and then use a...
Yo, that's insane. Can you imagine going through that every time you wanted to play a game just to fucking cheat in it? Holy shit, talk about a massive fucking virgin. Massive.
Specific Valorant cheat. So, it's no shock to me that Riley's being accused of cheating and Valorant isn't installed on this PC. Then we move over to ProSave. We saw that earlier. That's what he's opening here. It's like the game's sound files or something. I'm not sure. Then we have user configuration, and user configuration. Now, I'm unsure of what these are. Many cheats have the ability to save your own user configuration.
Yeah, it's just like saving settings in a game. It's like saving settings for the cheat, yeah.
In a notepad, and then simply cut and paste it into the cheat. Can save.
I don't know any game. Usually, like Call of Duty's, like it doesn't just say user CFG. It's a lot longer than user.gfg.
Save and load configs or a particular setting that you want for that cheat. If you were going to stream yourself cheating, you would definitely have to have a configuration set up for aimbot, for on stream. It would have to be super subtle. You have to have a whole heap of configured settings ready to go when you stream, ready to load into your cheat before you start your stream. Now, moving on, we have a very large number of accounts that Riley CS uses. Now, for someone who claims they don't cheat, what is the good of having all these different Steam accounts that you own that are privated so that no one can see the information? Most of them are very new or close to new. What is the point of having all these accounts that I have proven are yours? Why do you have all these accounts, Riley? People who play legit don't have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different Steam accounts, Riley. Now, here is a post on Twitter of Riley admitting that she or he uses alts to play.
I got 2 Steam accounts. I got one that I use for Rust and one that I use for everything else.
Whatever game, these are the Steam accounts that I currently was able to link to him with just a little bit of research with a friend. I had someone help me, and
yeah,
we found several.
The one that the Rust is on a different one. It's a private account, so you can't, if I'm like in Vanish adminning, trying to, catch somebody cheating or something like that, they can't just pull my Steam ID and be like, oh, it's the fucking admin.
I dare say there would be more, and I dare say there's
Frank,
a lot more stuff I've missed, but just the behaviors and the stuff I'm seeing, it's all an indicator of one particular type of person. The reason I notice these things so quickly is because I used to be this person. I used to have notepads full of game accounts and config files, and I used to have loaders just all over my PC, everywhere, from cheats that I'd used at some point, and I just left them there. And I had accounts all over the place and everywhere, from traversing games, cheating. All this stuff is all the same behaviors I was doing when I was cheating. And there was also a massive lineup of people around me accusing me of cheating, because I was. You don't need this many Steam accounts. You don't need all these exe files all over your computer.
Why do they have so many Steam accounts?
If you're this big aim
why are they all
god
private?
And this big crack high-tiered aim
I'll drop
player,
a link to the vid.
why are you getting crosshairs on the screen? It just makes no sense. None of it makes sense. I'm not going to go over too much.
Make sure you hit him up with the sub too, guys. He's worth the trust.
A lot of people have gone over a lot of gameplay. I'm just going to point out some things that I noticed, and just some things that are they're an indicator to me
like I said, we have
that
similar
someone
paths
is
to
using
content
ESP
creation,
or radar or cams, and they have extra information. You're gonna see the same behavior take place over and over, and it's not so much to do with the aim. A lot of people are calling out the aim. I just noticed consistent behavior of someone that has more information than they should.
Yeah,
that's pretty much the video, gentlemen.
For me, it's more about the
opens their mouth about me.
More about the extra information than it is the aim.
That I'm wrong, or I'm.
I mean, here's another thing. We've all seen Riley's clips. Who else is asking themselves, where the fuck is Riley's bloom? I can't hold down a sustained fire for more than like 5 or 6 bullets without getting so much fucking bloom. And I'm using the meta builds and shit like that. I'll get so much bloom, I don't even hit the fucking target. No matter, I can wish the bullet. It's not happening. This motherfucker is just fucking 20, 30 rounds, just no recoil, no bloom, all fucking right here, tracking somebody in a vehicle speeding by.
Liar, or I'm an idiot, or I don't know what I'm talking about, or I'm crazy.
Or is he in here? Dude, he was? Oh my god. Fucking 10 IQ gaming. Why do you instantly ban 10 IQ? That guy's YouTube videos are awful. Doesn't he think Desmond is cheating? If you think Desmond is cheating, you just, you know, there's something going on.
Unfortunately for this streamer, I wasn't even going to go into this whole situation. But I mean, once I seen that Riley was live and I showed up at the stream and I just get instantly banned out of the chat the second I speak.
Yeah,
and
I have cheaters that do that shit to me too. They don't even say anything disrespectful. They're just like ban them.
Claimed Desmond Pillac was cheating. Yeah, no, bro. I'm actually going to go sit at my computer now and I mean, it doesn't take long to prove people like you are up to no good. Maybe you need to be honest to the player base about some things and stop trying to discredit the people that you know could sit down and call you out, because it doesn't work. It's never worked on this channel, and if anything, it just made me sit down and actually make some effort with you.
There are people like, there's so much that I'm like, yeah, I should make a video about that. Be like, but nah. But then the motherfucker pokes the bear, and you're like, all right, I'm making a fucking video about this shit. 10 IQ. 10 IQ, 10 IQ gaming.
Riley. And I am going to do a live stream. We're going to break down some more gameplay coming up. Be there for that.
I mean, apparently he's dropped, this one I've already seen, but this one I only watched, like, as you can see, just a few seconds of it. But this one, apparently, he drops receipts like fucking nobody's business. And since I've watched the first 2 minutes of it, and I got to use the restroom, I'm going to let you guys watch it. I'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have...
Hey, that's one handsome Aussie right there.
Of a part 2 of an investigational series. Now, if you haven't seen part 1, go over and take a look at that. I am going to bring forward some more things that stand out to me. I recently looked over Riley's VODs. Now, thankfully, me having an issue with her VODs being constantly hidden and privated and videos on YouTube being taken down and deleted and whatnot, Riley has put VODs back up. However, if you take a look, I mean, she's put most of them back up. Yeah, this one gone. This one gone. Yeah, don't know. Who knows? But yeah, they're back up for your guys' enjoyment. If you want to watch them, since I, stated that probably not a good idea to start privating VODs once people accuse you of cheating. Riley came to my channel. Now, the only issue in my first video that she would address or reply to is, oh, I just unprivated the VODs, but she wouldn't explain the ban on Twitch in October 2024. No answer for that. No answer for all the other issues that got raised in the video. Just went around my comments answering the same question like 7 times. The VODs are back up. The VODs are back up. Okay, congrats. You put the VODs back up that you privated once you got accused of cheating. Or you got temp banned, so they all got privated, but selected ones didn't. But now most of them are back up, but 2 aren't. Anyway, we have Tarkov gameplay from Riley. When we saw Riley recently playing, when all that Battlefield stuff went down, Riley had Tarkov installed on her PC. Now, on her Twitter, there is only 2 clips of Riley playing Tarkov.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Hey, does anybody have a collie or a corrugated hose?
The Tarkov community is a different animal when it comes to cheating. There's no trust me bros. There's no I'm just good at the game, you're bad if you think I'm cheating. There's none of that. There's show account now. Taking VODs down means you cheat. All this stuff that just seems to be acceptable in Battlefield or COD, it doesn't happen over here in Tarkov. Deleting VODs is an instant you cheat. Firing a fully stock foul like this I mean,
a collie or a corrugated hose?
That's either you cheat or show me your account right now. I want to see.
I do want to skip, not to be rude, but you guys can go watch this. I'll put his channel IQ or 10 IQ's channel in chat here. I'm interested in staying on topic here, guys.
I did notice that Riley does
Definitely
still have
worth the
Tarkov
sub, I promise
installed.
you
I
guys.
guess she still plays it, and she's been uploading Tarkov content here and there for, I mean, 3, 4.
Oh, no,
going on
okay,
5
that's
years
why
now.
it was
so
relevant.
As a
Okay, my
very good
bad.
friend, Amy, maybe you guys can show your accounts on stream. I noticed you
Yo,
were
whoa,
mentioned.
whoa. I have like 4K in Destiny, 2K, 2 PvP, and 1,000 hours in Fortnite, 900 in R6, 2,000 in CS, 2,000 MW 2019 through Black Ops, 2K on Valorant, 1.5K on Kovacs, 1.5K on Battlefield. So fuck ton. But Riley said that they graduated high school right at the start of COVID. So with that math, they would have had to have played every day 10 to 12 hours a day, nothing but video games. No, it'd be more like 12 hours a day. Yeah, the math ain't mathing again, guys. The math ain't mathing again.
All the hours you have in all these games. What about Tarkov? I mean, to control recoil.
There's no way that you're this good that you play 12 hours a day and you're not competing, you're not playing competitively.
Like that, you must have a bit of experience in the game, no? Surely, right? Can we see your account, or is that just another trust?
I don't know, T.
Now, I'm not saying
Seems like a lot of the defenses trust me, bro.
Possible. I know you're going to gaslight me and say, "Oh, he's just bad at the game." Do you ever prove anything? Do you ever show your Steam with all these hours that you
What
have?
the fuck
Do you
was
ever prove
that?
anything? I've been doing this for years, and in my time doing this, I have come across a lot of actual people that were good at a game. Actual people that were just crazy. I've come across people doing this that blew my mind. I've seen the amount of hours I've seen on accounts, the people I've spoken to.
Fucking insane.
You can just tell instantly. I've been in calls with guys, they've opened Steam accounts that just like 15, 16-year-old Steam accounts and Tarkov accounts with like 14,000 hours. I had a guy 2 weeks ago, 18,000 hours in Tarkov. You can tell instantly when you're dealing with a legitimate player. They're not confrontational. They don't gaslight you. They're happy to show you. They're just happy to say, yeah, I'm a loser. Here you go, man. Here's my account, 18,000 hours. Here's my Steam, man. I have no life. And there'll be like 200 games on there, and you'll be blinded from all the achievements flashing in your face. And, oh, it's a good player. Must be cheating. No, I come across that a lot. Good players prove things. You've proved nothing. All you've done is play victim, gaslight, and prove nothing. Now, I've been dealing with a lot of accounts just coming at me on Twitter and YouTube and Discord and saying I'm homophobic and I hate trans people and all this just terrible, horrific stuff just for days now.
That seems like the go-to response is just being like, you can't stand because they're better than you at a video game and you hate their ideology. And it's just like, no, we hate cheaters. And it seems to us like you're using that as almost like a crutch to be like, you shouldn't question us on anything because if you do, you're transphobic.
How my channel works is I look into people. A lot of people turn out to be legit players. Some don't. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you come from, what you do, whatever. I just care about the cheating in video games. It's like people can gaslight this into whatever they want. It's just about the video games. I decided to look into the people in Riley's community and Ender's community, the main people that are defending Riley, that know her so well. I thought to myself, maybe they know something I don't. Maybe she's proven something to them that we all just don't know. So I went around to the Team EXE Discord and the Enders Discord, and I scrolled for...
Most of these guys just reply with, she is just cracked, bro. As a literal answer for every issue. Yeah. I got that too on Twitter. People would just be like, bro, she got unbanned. And I'm like, well, he got banned and denied or did the appeal and it got denied. And by the way, Twitch bans for cheating in an online video or multiplayer video game are 24 hours. And then they just literally repeat the first, the comment they make. It's brain dead. It's like a fucking weird coping mechanism. Like, it's their way of coping, versus your facts. I swear, yeah, let's take it. Oh, dude, I think so too.
A good hour or two, and most of the stuff that I saw was just there was nothing new. There was nothing was proven. Nothing was proven. Apparently, she got a PC in 2020 at the start of COVID. That's when her gaming started. 15,000 hours of gaming, apparently. I mean, she must have a couple of thousand on Tarkov. So I mean, usually.
Hold on, wait. Let me ask ChatGPT to break that bat down for us. Oh, hell. Oh, Jesus, wrong button. Gaming in 2020 and has game 16K hours. I don't know if cat people celebrate holidays. Riley, raw input, raw weenie, who wants it? That's fucking wild comms. What's up, Bird? Bird identifies as freedom. Let's see. So this motherfucker plays 8 hours of games a day. That's game time, right? We're talking game time. We're not talking like in the menu, fucking with settings, in the firing range, or does that count too? If you want, I can also calculate it, assuming it started later in 2020 instead of January 1st. That would push the daily. Yeah, I mean, like, come on, man. 8 hours a game in a day? Without a break, without no days off. What if they took 1 day a week off? Like, imagine they had a part-time job or something. Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right.
Most people to rack up 15, 16,000 hours, it takes them 7, 8, 9 years. Yeah. And they have accounts to show, not like 6 or 7 privated Steam accounts. I decided to look into these people furiously defending Riley online. Now, Enders was the first one. I'm going to get into a couple of these conversations and things that people are saying and ideas that these people have of
who wants chicken? Who wants liver? Malmix, please no liver. You're fucking nut, bro.
Why everything is happening the way it is and going through
extremely casual. We're all extremely casual in comparison,
everyone in these discords was they're just cracked at the game. All of this is just bullying because everyone hates trans people.
Yeah, they just want to gaslight and pretend like it's about something that it's not. Like, I'm willing to say this person's not cheating, but there's so much that stacks up against them. Like, no PC check, and if there was, I didn't hear about it. And, just this gaslighting behind, like, the only reason that they're going viral is people's vehicle for the push their transphobia. That's not true. Explain the fucking rock clip to me and make it make sense, not like fucking Ender. Some fucking dumbass trust me bro explanation. And I reserve the right to change my mind, guys, but there's a lot of shit private Steam accounts. There's a lot of shit that's stacking up here to be like, this seems like one of those cases, like the people that try to act smart, like the people that try to act the smartest are generally the most naive. Welcome to the internet in 2025.
everyone just hates VTubers. Everyone's just bad at the game, and they can't understand how someone's good. Not one single person had any, like, it was all just that. That's all it is in all of these Discords. Enders, Team EXE, there's no, like, it's not Riley in there laughing with her friends who know that she has 16,000.
Yeah, let me ask you this. Why hasn't there been, I mean, this is a viral fucking clip. We're talking 80 plus, almost 100 million fucking views on Twitter. Like, how come nobody suggested, like, hey, they should go to a local LAN or like a regional LAN or, you know, something like that? Like, I get it. They're very self-conscious. As a cat person, they can't be seen in public. Or, I don't know. I have no fucking clue.
1,000 hours on a Steam account and know she's a great player, and she's
I'll be honest with you, based off that hand cam, I'd say they're more of a Garfield, so. All right,
proven it to them. They just blindly believe her. There's no, it's just these people just blindly accepting.
Wonder if Riley has fancy feast on scratch posts on their Amazon wish list.
And they're going out and just violently defending her because they think that she's under attack because she's trans. They genuinely believe that. If you scroll through these conversations, there is just this horde of people that just genuinely believe that she is just under attack because she's trans. Or because that we're just this horde of people that are bad at games. She's just gaslighting and mocking people, and she's not showing anything. She's not answering anything. She got banned off Twitch for 7 days for cheating.
She got banned and her appeal got denied.
Everyone just hates
it got manually reviewed.
Just bullying her because she's trans. No, that's not logical. That's not logical. These people are not logical. So I decided to do a bit of a deeper dive into Enders. This guy, dude. He's defending the VTuber, right? Furiously defending the VTuber all over the internet. Then Call a Shame. Shout out to Call a Shame. Used some of my investigation in his video. Calls this guy a simp because he's just furiously defending cheaters. Then he posts a tweet stating, where's this idea coming from that I defended Nadia? Where's this idea coming from? Stating, where's this idea coming from that I defended Nadia? Where's this idea coming from? That's not true. I never did that. On this man, I defeaters. Then
yo, this is the face of a dude. This is the face of a dude that's got a fucking Kamala Harris bumper sticker and still calls ice on all the neighbors that aren't white in his neighborhood.
Then he posts a tweet stating, where's this idea coming from that I defended Nadia? Where's this idea coming from? That's not true. I never did that. On this man's own post, okay? On this man's own post, Bad Boy Beeman and other channels like his are probably some of the worst channels on YouTube. I don't even play Warzone, and I've heard about Nadia cheating, so I watch it. It's so blatantly obvious that she isn't cheating, just a circle jerk of bots who are trash. Nadia was banned from Call of Duty, game banned, for cheating.
This is true.
Bro.
Yeah, that happened, and it was never addressed again.
Bro, I just got banned.
Okay, and this isn't the only time he's got around defending her. Here's another example, defending Nadia again. And he literally made a Twitter post denying
bro's got the receipts.
He was online furiously defending her. The same way, in 2-3 months' time, he's going to be denying the fact that he defended Riley when she gets game banned. He's I never defended her, guys. I never defended her. I decided to pop into his stream.
How come you never went to an offline tournament to compete since you're insane at FPS?
What I think's happening right here is a long-time viewer asking, hey man, how come you've never performed at a LAN before? How come you...
Oh, he does play with that focus guy that everybody says has been cheated or has been banned multiple times. Huh. Interesting.
Only ever get to see you play from home, bro.
This guy apparently doesn't like responding to things that he doesn't have good answers for, except for, you know, sticking up for the cat girl, which... makes me think that it was requested out of the gaming org, but whatever.
All these years and you've only ever played from home, bro. Why don't you go to a LAN, dude? Yeah, I mean, he doesn't look too happy about this question. we'll check out his response and then I'll get to the point.
So you think these things just pop up? You think there's just like offline Battlefield tournaments and like just like you think, let's say, right, there's an offline there's a LAN event for Mortal Kombat, but I'm an FPS player. Am I just gonna go play that? Or there's an offline.
This motherfucker's analogies are fucking absolutely
I don't
up.
play Counter-Strike, so I'm not gonna go to it. Like, like, what kind of fucking thought process is this?
I noticed he was playing with a
happy.
particular teammate. The name was familiar to me because I've seen a lot of this same.
Focus was banned for days with the same reason on Delta Force and BF streams. Fucking happens. You can shut the fuck up, please. Oh shit. Focus get banned. But true focuses. So this person I saw in their Discord defending the Catgirl, and that, but also agreeing Focus has been through some shit.
Community of trans people saying that this creator was also extremely bullied for no reason. Another creator from Ender's circle of just cracked AMR COD pros, unfairly bullied for.
Wait a minute, hold on, wait. Do we got to look into Enders? I've never seen the guy's gameplay. Yo, you're giving the exact response that I would expect somebody to be cheating give. I mean, I'm just being honest with you.
For some reason, no one knows, but we should just furiously defend them with based off just trust me, bros.
Same flick bullshit.
And what do you know?
Oh, God.
That's Focus. That's the guy they're all talking about in Ender's Discord. The hard done by guy who just had a rough run and no one can figure out why all these terrible things have happened to him. Let's take a look online at his gaming career also. Wow. 276 kill world record. Battlefield 2042. Why has no one heard of this guy?
Right?
Banned.
100% cheat. Yeah.
100%
Got you, bud.
cheats.
So this guy has been banned from Battlefield, right? This is the Battlefield 4 database or whatever. And this dude's been banned from Battlefield, what, multiple times, previous names. And Enders is like, this person's definitely not cheating. I know because I play with a cheater. What? Is that what we're going with now? Holy shit. Talk about egg on your face. Holy. Enders streaming Battlefield 6 on here earlier. I'd skip past the stream and was looking for a normal person to watch. I've never watched him. I've heard of him before in passing, and then the shit on Twitter and fucking responded to one thing but not the other. It's bad look, brother. It's bad look. Rick lost credibility when he built a channel around shitting on boxing just to say he was gonna start doing it. Haven't watched since. I mean, yeah, I get a lot of people feel that way. That is kind of shitty. You know, I mean, I've never really had a problem with boxing, although I was all for him going after people that were boxing and also pretending to be, you know, like legitimately cracked or whatever. But in the same token, I mean, like, you got to understand, like, everybody pays their fair share of an idiot tax one way or the other. And if you can watch these people play and realize that their gameplay is nowhere near legit, like the people aren't shooting back, like these aren't real players they're playing against, then you ought to know. Like, and if that's a deal breaker for you, then so be it. Just go. There's plenty of people that enjoy going out there and getting a kill and dying 5 times in a row, and then getting 2 kills and dying 10 times in a row. You know what I mean? Like, and they're very entertaining people. I mean, fucking Tim the Tapman's one of them. He's not that great at video games, but he's super entertaining. A lot of people love watching him. I don't mind watching him. I lurk in a stream from time to time. But when I play the game, I prefer to go and hear death comms of people getting angry and have opportunities to have funny banter with people, and you just don't see that in people like my lobbies. Like I've got over a 3 KD, legitimately over a 3 KD, and I'm being conservative for the times that I do 2-box and shit like that. But even if I never 2-box, I guarantee it'd still be over a 3. And those lobbies, anything over like a 2-set, that's fucking absolutely horrid. Like you're not having fun in those lobbies. Like there's no difference when you're at that skill level in a game like COD. No difference between pubs and ranked. None. Period. So I don't really have a problem with that, but I do find it, Philly, I do find it ironic, if you will, that was the route that he ended up taking. It did feel like a big fuck you to everybody that helped him build his platform, but it is what it is, man. It's a free country. He can do whatever he wants, man. I mean, I'm glad that he finally sees it for what it is. I mean, you can't be upset about a manipulative matchmaking system, that manipulates you, but you're not allowed to manipulate it back, But I will say this, if you play exclusively 2-box lobbies and you never grind a little bit, you never sweat a little bit, your skills are going to be diminished. Without a doubt. But at the end of the day, if you're not having fun with the video game, get the fuck off of it. Do something to make it fun that's not going to ruin everybody else's game unfairly. Or get the fuck off the game. Not afraid they blast chaps, that's the difference. Yeah, I keep trying to tell Grumpy he keeps making me show him how overpowered blast traps are when we 1v1. And then he cries and bitches and says, that's not allowed. That's not how you 1v1. And I'm like, it's in the game, bro. Shut up. Quit crying. Get fucking good. And I was just like, all the FPS games are fucked with cheaters to play Rocket. Dude, I talked about this earlier. Dude, I could have fucking primo cheats for Rocket League and I'd still be a detriment to any fucking team I'm on. I am horrible at that game. I played that game for like 10 hours and I am fucking I'm competing for the world's worst fucking Rocket League player. I'm so bad at that. No, I'm not. I played with people that know how to play it and got all the cool cars and I'm fucking terrible. Trust me, I am a lost cause. You'll never see me on Rocket League. I'm just going to stay away from that game. I'm completely out of my element on that game. Fuck that game. But yeah, the evidence is stacking up like
100%.
Not looking good. It's looking like all the people that are sticking up, or some of the biggest proponents are the people that are sticking up for old Catgirl, are either rubbing shoulders with cheaters or cheating themselves. And then Catgirl's got a lot of explanations that don't make sense, and a lot of questions that I would love to ask them.
Cheats.
Like mainly like, why do you have so many Steam accounts privated? Why do you have so many Steam accounts and why are they privated? Why haven't you reached out for some form of PC check? Why haven't you competed? Why haven't you played competitively? Why are you signed a community org like Team EXE and not a fucking? Why aren't you playing for a competitive, like actual competitive team? Why don't your guns have a fucking any bloom on them? You're standing straight up with full spray. I don't see any recoil, but I'm not going to hold that against you. But I will hold the fact that it doesn't like I could have a fucking aimbot in Battlefield and standing up spraying at these distances against people, and I'm gonna miss shots due to the bloom if you hold the trigger down. Explain this to me.
Wow.
And don't say trust me, bro, and don't accuse me of being bigoted because this person thinks they're something that I don't think they are. That has nothing to do with why I think they're cheating. Let me walk that back a little bit. I think maybe the possibility exists that if they're delusional enough to think that they're a feline, they're a cat girl, I think the possibility exists that they're delusional in other aspects of their life as well. Like cheating in a video game and thinking people are going to fucking buy it because you're hiding behind you just hate me because I'm cringe. Come on, man. The fuck over it. I don't watch College James videos. And Call of Shame, by the way, Taco, Call of Shame watched this video. They reviewed this video. They chopped this video up and took the evidence that suited their narrative from him and didn't. You know what I mean? Like, they took the whole, like, they're cheating because they have crosshair. I don't think that's cheating. I think it's the fucking weakest shit ever. That doesn't explain the rock clip at all. But it was the low-hanging fruit, and creators like that always go for the low-hanging fruit.
So, turns out, Focus was banned. The reason for his ban on one account was because he was linked to this account, which was banned by, I guess, Battlefield 4 admins.
And Ender still plays with this guy.
The reason
you still play with this guy, Enders?
Was because it was linked
to
this account that was banned.
Absolutely wild.
So, I mean, you have a guy.
I'm calling the HOA.
Seriously defends.
That's a fucking I'm calling the HOA face if I've ever seen one before. Yeah, my neighbor hasn't mowed their grass this week, and I'm afraid that it's going to affect my property value, and I don't.
Multiple cheaters, okay, while playing with banned cheaters. I mean, I'm looking at this guy's YouTube. If this guy cheated 8 years ago, and he come out and said, "Yeah, look, this is."
Enders is the HOA president. Yeah. Is that I'll have you know, you're talking to the vice president of the HOA. And God willing, next election cycle, the president of the HOA. You will respect my authority.
Stupid thing I did, you know, who am I to judge? I don't see that video. I don't see it. I mean, I see world record claims.
Call of Shame. EA Javelin anti-cheat is great. Get wrecked, Call of Duty. 2 hours later. Battlefield 6 cheater exposed. Yeah, I know, right? Fucking. You know, Call of Shame is like a litmus test to who is going to be responsible for us eventually having to show IDs to use the fucking internet.
But I don't see the, yeah, I got banned and I made a terrible choice of cheating. I don't see that video.
Again, these clips aren't cheated in my opinion. If I thought they were cheated, I would have called it out myself. I would have probably also made a video.
I believe you, Enders. I really do.
And if Team EXE didn't remove Riley, I would have removed myself from the team because obviously I don't want to be associated with anything like that.
I'm sure. Because you don't want to be associated with anything like that. But yet you're still playing with this dude that's got multiple fucking bans. Hold on. Before I go any further making fun of you, you're not retarded, are you? Because I'd feel terrible about making fun of your intelligence level if you legitimately have a medical condition that prevents you from thinking critically.
Yeah,
dude. I saw this dude's face and I almost said it. Have a seat right over there for me.
So there's that. I hope this video made sense to anybody watching it.
But yeah, I mean, if you asked Enders about this guy, though, we all know what answer you'd get.
Again, these clips aren't cheated in my opinion. Again, these clips aren't cheated in my opinion.
What's up over there?
Whose gameplay is this? What the fuck? So is this the Focus guy that is this the gameplay from the Focus guy, or?
Again, these clips aren't cheated in my opinion. If I thought they were cheated, I would have called it out myself.
Oh, the long
I would have
burn,
probably
I
also
love
made
it.
a video, the exact opposite style that I'm making right now covering this. And if Team EXE didn't remove Riley, I would have removed myself from the team because obviously I don't want to be associated with anything like that. Please
don't get gaslighted.
Right?
Please understand, guys.
Get the fuck out of here.
You need to be logical. You really do when you look at this stuff. I haven't even got to the gameplay yet. I haven't even been able to get to the gameplay yet. I'm just starting with the facts first before I make my way to the gameplay.
And I'd say the facts stacked up to make me think that if this person can't explain that rock clip for me, I'm just going to go with my opinions. They're cheating, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And Enders, you just opened up a whole nother can of worms of people looking into your shit, because holy fuck, brother, you're out there telling me that this person 100% doesn't cheat. Trust me, bro. Meanwhile, you're fucking queuing up with a guy that's cheating, probably still is cheating, but definitely was cheating for a long time in the past. And from what I understand, isn't open or honest about it at all. So this is the finding out stage commencing real soon, Enders. Yeah, and definitely GG's thanks to fucking 10IQ Gaming for aggregating all this shit, man. This is some good work. Hey, he dug deep for some of this evidence. I like that. Yeah, I know it ain't easy either. You don't always get people sending you shit. Sometimes somebody will send you something and you just gotta go find it yourself. And it takes time. Watch is going to expose the Catboy was indeed cheating. Yeah, probably. In the future. What is this say? Yo, the Battlefield community in the comments are fucking hilarious. Some of these people are absolutely fucking soft. And this one, it just went straight to your potato elephant dog orange, bro. Bro, you look like you're prohibited from going near elementary school. Should be a little bit more self-aware when insulting people who prefer a different game, eh? Fucking Canadian. Sorry. Insane take. Straight to your potato elephant dog orange. Wild comms, brother. But I expect nothing less from the Battlefield community. Bunch of cat girls and people that think about hurting kids all day. I'm sorry, man. But there's a German saying, how you shout in the woods, it will shout back the same. I just lowered my vocabulary to yours. It's just really childish to call anyone utterly retarded gooners, incapable at life over something like this. Or is this what you would call cultured? I thought shooter and console wars died when we were teens. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I didn't use the phrase retarded gooners. So I'm going to take this as more projecting from you. But keep talking. You're slowly changing my mind. Oh, also, to wrap back around to the start of stream, hypervision's detected. A lot of people complaining about permanent ban. Still gets funny. 8 calls you Harper. He does sometimes. Catgirl, in this sense, girl means guy in real life. Yeah, apparently. So I posted about hypervision being detected or whatever. And this guy goes, Cap, I'm still alive. LMAO, Geo, GG Ricochet, and then he posted this picture, right? Obviously cropped out the email and all that shit. And you guys know me, I like to bait. I like to rage bait. It is what it is. Activision ID or that's fake. Yeah, right, bud. Top 100 right now. That's all I give you. Just say it. Your heart stuck plat. Yeah, bud. I'll send rewards into season. Bookmark the comment and remind me, G. So yeah, I'd still slam you in a 1v1. Oh, I don't think so. If I have full rage on and my GPR out, you might get wall banged across the map. I was like, doubtful. He said, let's wait for HP to go back up. I'll add you on my alt and we'll run it. I said, so just to clarify, you'd slam me, but only after you have the assistance of HP. So basically, like I said, hard stuck plat. Dude responded, yeah, I'm probably gold 2 max legit. I need those cheats, bro. I said, oop, how many do you think you'd drop in a 2-box lobby without HV? That would be fucking comedy. I would love to, I don't give a fuck if he's on an alt. I would love to host a 2-box lobby for this kid and see what the fuck I would love to see how many he gets. Like a cheater playing in a 2-box lobby, not cheating. My guess, honestly, 7. No more than 7. No more than 7 kills. 5? Okay, yeah, I was gonna be like between 5 and 7. 10? You're giving him a lot of credit, T. I don't know about 10. PR 16. All right. 5 I don't know. Couple people in here. He said, why are you lying, Alan? This shit every day. My account's fine. Keep crying, old man. I said, that's Cat. Post a video showing you injecting and playing a game and you're lying. And this guy goes, it's updating right now. Can't inject. It's updating because they got detected. You're such an idiot spreading false info and how he going inject if it's updating. It's up. Guess why it's updating? Anybody want to take a guess why it's updating? It was all of a sudden J Skills has got an HP. I don't think he'd have an HV slot. Yeah, I don't think J Skills would have an HV slot. I mean, you know what though? I think you guys are gonna fucking hate me for saying this. You guys are going to hate me for saying this. Yo, I'm saving that. I'm watching that one later. I think there are you literally just made me what are you doing, Element? You trying to fuck me up? Or is my stream really lagging? Because it's detected by any chance, lol? Yeah, duh, right? No, listen, I think there are less people that are cheating now in streaming than there were in 2019 and in all of the other years. I truly believe that. I think there overall are more cheaters now, though. I just think there are less people willing to stream it. You love Kabobo? Dude, Kabobo fucking commented on, like, a video about a long time ago. What's up? The goat of hacker hunting, if you will. He follows me on Twitter, too. That's like the biggest people that follow me on Twitter. Komomo and Hex, the founder of Optic. Very proud. My favorite gaming org's founder follows me, and my favorite hacker hunter-esque content creator follows me. I definitely am like, I usually don't name drop and brag in that regard, but I am about that shit. Now, if I could just be the first hacker hunter to get signed to Optic Gaming, I could die happy. Yeah, I made it in life when they cut me a fucking check, brother. Holy shit. I'll take free merch, though. I've seen that swagged out fucking shit, Grumpy bot. That swagged out grumpy shit. You could do a collab. I don't know what we would do other than, you know, like tag team and making fun of people in Rust, but that would have to wait until I have my total wits about me. I'm not even joking you when I say to you guys, like, I'm operating on like 75, 80% brain functionality right now, and that's not even a joke. Like, I have to work on my dictation and stuff right now. Like, I am fucked beyond all fuck to do. Most of you guys would have put a post out and said, I'm taking a month or two off of fucking content creation, but I'm not going to do that to you guys. Yeah, we're getting there, but Angel, we're getting there. It's just like fucking doing a bunch of stupid shit, have a procedure. You got to do a bunch of other shit. Like they want you to go in and make sure you're like devoid of any like internal infection and shit like that. So you put you on like powerful ass antibiotics, and then, you know, it's fucking it's terrible. It sucks, but you know what I mean? It is what it is. Yeah, medical issues. We'll make it. You said it earlier, why would somebody have EXE in a game? Is it installed? What mentioned did a new PC build when I got all my accounts on my PC, I had EXEs on my system? Really? I don't know. Did you use it? Did you plug in one of the old hard drives or something? That's probably what would cause that. Is it bad or is it something, man? It's just manageable. I just let it go for a really long time. I got responsibilities outside of, content creation. In fact, I've been really struggling with the fact that it's hard for me to edit and spend, 14 hours, 15 hours worth of editing to make a video or whatever because I actually edit my videos. I don't know why. To get a fair shake when I'm in the for the rest of the year, you will guys see me start to do some reaction content. Like this is going to be all chopped up and made into videos just because I can't afford to, to waste the content. You know what I mean? I got to start making my production process easier. You gotta, I'm still gonna edit videos and do my own thing, but I will start peppering in reaction content and shit too. It's just a necessary evil, although I think it's like the cheapest type of content. People watch it, so I mean, if you really look at it from a business standpoint, people ask me questions all day, every day about other content they've seen. Why don't I just react to the content and let YouTube put ads on it, right? And then you have your answer. Will these new secure boot TPM2 anti-cheat flag DDL unlockers mod for the gamers, that a thing? That's a frank question, but the short answer would probably be yes. Yeah, okay. Skits in here? Who's Skits? You talk about that one guy that does the reaction content, whatever, like real high strung, like fucking little short guy?
On April 6th, 2025 in Detroit, Michigan.
Yo, if y'all saw my fucking algorithm, you'd be like, goddamn, Hoppa. I mean, sparsely peppered in gaming content. For some reason, my fucking scroll wheel's not working. What the hell? KTO, the GOAT. DocuSA's donut operator. A lot of body cam footage. The literal GOAT of YouTube, fucking Cosdef. Exclusive Ace. Fucking GRE. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of want to be watching that. I used to game with this guy way back in the day. One of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. I don't think the guy's got a rude bone in his body.
I want to try to kill somebody. I want to try to kill somebody with a repair tool at some point. I really do.
I seen that shit. People running around with the repair tool killing people.
Get your boy, get your boy, get your boy.
Shit's wild.
Jon Snow is not? What does that mean?
Let's kill him, move, dude. No. Damn. With the Big Mo. What about this big?
Well, Toyota's bringing back the V8 and the Supra. Wow.
Nice.
Your dog doesn't give a fuck.
No, I'm saying.
My dog cares.
I love them.
Damn, everybody got the right shit turned off. Big Cheese. This guy's signed to T-Pain's gaming org. I think he does the multi-stream on Twitch. Yeah, he does the multi-stream shit. Yeah. The fuck is he playing? I mean, he's doing that vertical shit. Y'all watch vertical streams at all? Or nah? Yo, that defib is fucking dumb. I don't give a fuck. Dumb. Fuck that defib. I think you should literally burst into flames if you try to defib somebody. You're a fucking bitch. And I only say that because I haven't figured out how to defeat somebody running around in a tight space defibbing the fuck out of people. Nah, Fookie, make it more like Call of Duty. Nope. You gotta defib, but you gotta go boom, boom, recharge and boom again. Nope. Make it more like Call of Duty. Dude, I hope, I hope Battlefield, just everything they hear about the Call of Duty fan base asking for, they do to their game. Just to piss off the Battlefield community. So watch the shit out of Shiv. I wonder if he multi-streams now. Everybody's multi-streaming, man. Fracturing communities. Ugh. But then again, I guess 300 here and 30 there. I don't know. Shaved his fucking beard. He used to have a glorious beard. I don't know why he did that. Little Baghdaddy, what's he playing? Yo, my man's got the cinema, the menu music on.
Watch.
Weird.
Is that the beef chicken? Dude, don't win.
Tell me this dude don't look like train wrecks. Tell me this don't look like a younger train wrecks before the cocaine and gambling took hold.
I was waiting for these bots to hop online. How's your shift going?
That's train wreck with the modicum of innocence still in him.
Try my best.
What happened to your neck?
I'll try my hardest, mate. Oh, I was waiting for the lobby to be joinable. This kid.
Hey.
What happened to your neck?
I'm at work. This guy. Dude, we got hop in chat? Let's go. What happened to your neck? Oh, you mean here? Oh, it's like a freaking... I scratched it. It was like a... It's like a... Well, this is it. Then I freaking scratched it and it started bleeding. Then it like got irritated a bit. Nah, guys, you got his first Don't pick your pimples. Yeah, it's like you... Right there. Yeah, it was like a zit, and I was scratching it the other night, and it started bleeding. I was like, oh, that's not good. It wasn't even that big, it was like relatively tiny. Then it like puffed up. Because I guess it got irritated or something.
You need one of those neck cones like they put on dogs.
So yeah, it's like freaking, oh, it hurts.
Hickey ever? Let's go.
I'm just waiting to be a troll here, but I did want to...
One of those neck cones?
Look at that thing.
Oh, yeah.
Did want to shout out Joe with the gifted brother. I appreciate that. Folky with the membership. Laughing Coffin with the super. Roasted Show with the membership. Slash with the big fat fucking super. Supers from You Deserve What You Tolerate.
Oh, I forgot that was in Discord.
Goes to Pinochet.
Freedom there? Oh, he is there.
And the rest of you guys, I appreciate you hanging out.
I'll do this quick rebirth.
Thank you guys for sticking with me when
Let's go Pixie.
not been able to go live every day and post content like I wanted to. I mean, it's rough, guys. Life's rough, but, and I got to keep reminding myself of this every day. It's really tough, guys, I promise you, but it's not a lie. Anything worth anything in this life, worth a damn, ain't going to come easy, or else everybody'd already have it. And I guess that includes good health too, guys. I might have to fucking kick it up a notch. So maybe it's up a fucking gym streams in the future. I fucking hope not. I fucking hate working out. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of you guys know what I used to do back in the day. Just travel around, play a sport. I still didn't like fucking working out. I just like ball, bro. I just like ball. I hated running. I hated working out, but I just love ball. I was a guy. It is what it is. But you know what? A lot of times we take not just our athleticism, but our youth, our endurance, and everything in between for granted. Sometimes you need a wake-up call. And I'm getting mine right now. So, no worries, guys. I'll be fine. Knock on wood. And, you know, I'll see you guys on the next one. Enjoy Baghdadi, everybody. Catch you guys on the next one. Mahalo.